Oh.
Audio on. Now I do.
Hey.
So we didn't get copyright infringement from that
False
music
start.
sound.
False start, which caused us to
yeah.
miss our copyright infringement, which is a wonderful thing. Welcome to Proficiency
Producer
Bonus here
Dan.
Monday night. Okay, so welcome everyone to another Monday night here at Proficiency Bonus as we continue on our journeys through the jungles of Chul to seeking ever, well, I won't say ever closer to the Tomb of Annihilation as our party seems to be heading north again,
No,
but
we're not. We're going down.
hold jump into that. A couple of quick shout-outs before we get back into a recap of last week's session. I want to say thank you everyone who tuned in last week for our big one-year anniversary of streaming celebration. Had a couple of great raffles, one on a week ago tonight for Lost Artifacts of Greygast, which has been shipped out already to our winner. And then another raffle this past Friday for a copy of this very module, Tomb of Annihilation. And I believe that is either been shipped out or is on its way out. I believe that one's coming from Australia, if I remember correctly.
Down under.
Don't quite quote me that it's coming from the land down under, as I'm not 100% sure. And
I wasn't aware of this, and I know all the goings on of Australia, who is sending mail out and who is getting mail here, and I am not aware of this.
So, welcome and meet Gizzard, the creepiest Australian you will know. He knows what you're doing, even if you don't. So as well, and then again, big thank you out to Many-Sided Dice. Our raffle winner last Monday won a copy of the Lost Artifacts of Greygast. Absolutely love that book. If you haven't checked it out already, you can find it's available for purchase through, I believe it's Drive-Thru RPG has the PDFs in that on sale. If not, check out Many-Sided Dice on Twitter. Lord knows I can tell you where to get it. It's their book. Thank you to Nightshade Creations. They make wonderful wooden actual tabletop accessories for your real-world games of D&D. And Team MG for all the support they give to small streamers. And to our friends and family here is... and yes, Digitio, JJ's beard is in perfect clear definition in this stream tonight. So as we are getting prepared, as you notice, currently Quen and Tuala's pictures are a little flipped. Quen had to step back for a moment. Should be back with us in just a couple of minutes. And
Shield Guardian's mine again. Dibs.
Yes, Quen may sound a little gruffer than usual. What's Quen's gruff mood? I think that's summer, or is it autumn?
What's his race called?
Eladrin.
Eladrin. He went through Eladrin puberty between last...
He went from,
like this now, right?
went from 13 to 30.
Yeah.
13 to 30 in 1 week. Time goes weird in the Fae. So last week our party had been... they've collected the Shield Guardian, had some minor... I don't know if I'd say disagreements. They've been debating what to do with it at this point. They've started heading back to slightly to the northeast at one or two parties members sort of pushing to head that direction, while a couple of them are saying, hey, we got this great new toy, let's head south and try to find the city first. This thing might come in handy. As they settled down and took rest for the night, as you can see, some of our people want to head a little south more than others. As our group had set and taken their watches for the evening, they ended up with an actual group of small bipedal dinosaurs running rampant through their camp. And forgive me, oh, there's my... Sorry, lost my notepad for this evening. Running through their camp during Devaney's watch. Devaney trying to get the alert sounded, got some of the group up. The combat actually went very well for the party. Only a couple of people taking any real damage, and ended with the Genasi barbarian Tuala getting one of these creatures basically in a chokehold, and then burning his nat 20 to animal handling check this creature. And that's where
I
we ended up
remember that I did
leaving
that.
off. Now,
Didn't just get reminded right now.
now, before we jump into this week's session, there's something due to a situation last week. We jumped off air before handling the nat 20 for this week. So, does anyone have any notes or anything that they marked down from last week that they would want to toss out who gets the nat 20, or do we let the dice decide?
My vote was for Devaney, but she is not here tonight. My note says Devaney for being mom.
Oh yeah, that was my vote too,
That's
for-
my note.
Yep, for coming after me in the jungle.
I was actually going to vote for Devaney as well. So.
Okay, well, peer pressure then. I'll vote for Devaney, but not because she was a mom, but because she opened up the opportunity for me to bully her into being a mom, if you remember correctly. I had to ask her twice. So, yeah, Devaney gets it. Which is weird, because what have we done now?
Oh, okay, so what-
Second?
I think Devaney would gift it to the chat, though. Or to our
okay.
DM.
We won't go DM for this one. Well, let's see.
I
We
was
actually
like,
have
is that
a
what
decent
happens
group in there.
now?
What we'll do is we will give. This will be separate from the normal vote that we put at the end of the night, but we will give Devaney a nat 20 for next week. And what we will do for tonight is, you know what? There are 5 of you here. You know what? Yeah, we'll let the dice decide. I'm just going to roll a d5.
Roll a d6. One for
Do it.
you.
Don't be afraid.
Okay. So if we crit fail, DM gets a nat 20. That'll be entertaining.
If we roll a 1, the nat 20 goes to the boat. It's the crit for the week.
Yeah.
Okay, 1d6 rolling.
Yes!
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Oh. Okay, so we have rolled a nat 1.
Who was that?
Perfect.
Was that you?
So,
Yes.
but
Definitely the boat.
that's, what we'll do is, okay, so yeah, the chat's coming through saying you're in. So what we'll do is where we rolled a nat 1. Okay, Twitch chat, you guys are in control of a nat 20 this evening. At any point during tonight's stream, any one of you can call out and say, hey, we want to use a nat 20, and we just need 2 people to decide, so one person's not in control of it. So, you know, somebody calls out, hey, I want Gizzard to burn a nat 20 on this. Anyone else in chat can say, I second it, and it's law. It happens.
Dear Lord.
Should I put a little icon
So-
next to Twitch chat?
Sure, throw that 20,
Okay.
throw that 20 down on the Twitch chat.
I feel like long ago humans should have learned the lesson of giving the internet power.
All the more reason to give it more. So, as our as our story is told, Tuala, you are currently on the ground with the rest of your party slowly walking towards you with this bipedal dinosaur basically almost in a sleeper chokehold. But the struggle between the two of you seems to have sort of died off. It's sitting there, it's breathing, it seems to be calmer than it was.
Okay.
Do you want me to, like, talk to a Chihuahua, or you got it? Oh, do you want me to talk to a Chihuahua, or you got it?
Oh, it's in character. Sorry. I'm on my game tonight. You can tell.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I'm talking to no one. My typing's really loud. I'm not producing quality stuff. This is just a garbage. Go home and watch Monday Night.
Yep. Show's over. Shut it down, everyone. You couldn't speak to the creature.
I think so. You need me to?
If you would like to. I do not feel the need to kill this creature. It is a predator. It was only doing what is natural to it. The threat to us is past.
Are you gonna keep it like a pet?
So I as I'm like looking, like, got it. I guess looking into its eye from where I am. Or maybe if I recognize this particular species of little dinosaur, do I know anything about them? Are they moderately intelligent? Are they like pretty stupid? Are they trainable?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
I can make a nature
I'll say
check.
given...
Or unless you're proficient in nature, whatever.
Well, if you guys are working on this together, whoever wants to roll it, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Is that better, chat? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we can still hear you, and Digitio is saying that's better, I think.
Okay.
That's
Then
directed
this
at
is a
us.
piece of crap. Don't buy one.
Yeah, Hayed's core says it's a tad better.
Raffle off my snowball mic.
Well, maybe in a couple weeks if you choose to.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not an overly difficult check. You know, they're not overly bright. You might be able to get it to do something simple for you, but it's probably not great for a long-term sort of thing.
I'm gonna ritual cast speak with animals.
Okay, so that takes about 10 minutes for you to cast as a ritual.
Alright.
So as Twila's getting set up and getting this cast, Melik, Gizzard, Quen, what would the three of you be doing?
Thank. Hey, it's Core. Hey, it's Scour?
What are you talking about?
Someone just subscribed and I can see it.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank
Actually,
Great, thank you.
thank
Well
you, Mysterious. Well, everyone in the chat can see. Thank you, Mysterious Benefactor, for gifting that sub out there.
Yeah.
Much love.
Yeah. See, I'm not just making stuff up. I actually saw something. Yeah. Pops off now.
So, sorry about that. Back to
Anyway.
Melik, Gizzard, and Quen.
Why are they wasting good meat? What
You
is
know,
wrong with them?
I wasn't gonna phrase it like that, but I have no idea what's going on either. So,
That makes three of us. So maybe, I don't know, you want to go fishing?
well,
Good
I mean,
idea. Yeah, fishing.
yeah, y'all go have a great time. I got an umbrella to finish. I'm so close to finishing it, and I'm gonna go do that real quick since I'm already up. So I'll catch y'all on the flip.
Come,
my
Soft,
God.
let's go fishing.
all right. Quen will go with Gizzard to go fishing.
Alrighty then. Now, Gizzard, this is your idea. Do you have any fishing implements?
I have my natural lizard folk body and my mouth.
You ever see those documentaries where the bear like stands in the stream and then just like catches a salmon as they go upriver?
No,
Probably
y'all,
looks a lot like that.
this is my people's fishing. This is some South Country, get in the water, catch the catfish with your hand fishing. That's it.
Is that Melik or Dave talking?
Oh no, that's Dave. That's for sure. No shorts, Dave.
Oh my god. Not like the tiefling bard is from South Carolina? That's,
Yeah.
that's real weird.
No.
Oh.
I do
Okay,
actually
so-
have a spear that I've never used before.
Oh,
So is okay. So as you guys are heading out to takes you about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, if that, to get over to an area of the river to take a look. Go ahead, Gizzard, and make a perception check for me.
May it be advantaged if Quinn is helping me perceive?
Yeah, sure. You guys are working together on the fishing. Why not?
He's holding your eyelids open.
Yeah, I'm encouraging you. I'm patting your back.
Thank you for the advantage.
So as you're poking around, you can definitely see some movement under the surface of the water. It's very murky. You're familiar with this water, so it's not exactly something you're really looking to start drinking. How do you want to try fishing? You're gonna go lizard body and mouth, net, spearfishing? What you thinking?
I have a Yakawa.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a
Or I'll use
Chilton
the native instrument
short
of
sword.
So you're gonna chop him in
That's
half?
it. Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm gonna
an
poke it.
Oh, okay. I get a bow. I could don't people actually do that? Like go fish?
bow fishing. Yep, it actually is a thing, but you're in the middle of casting a ritual spell,
Yeah,
so
but they could have taken.
we've got so it's new to that. And
What?
Gizzard, what's your thoughts on this?
That's not
I'm
even
gonna
weird.
let Quinn handle this.
Can you see the fish there? Grab
Oh,
the stick and poke it.
Alright.
so is Quentin, go ahead and make an attack roll with your. I can't even remember how to say that.
Yakawa. I don't have it on my sheet though. I don't think I ever had it. I know I bought it like forever ago.
Yeah,
like,
it's
last year.
it was one of the first things you guys bought there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it in the.
Well, I could have
D&D
just
Beyond
spoon
says
whipped
it's
it.
pronounced Yakulwa.
Yakua,
See.
not Yakawa.
What we'll say is, go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dex bonus to it, Quinn. Of course. And do I want something- Holy mother of mercy! Hey, we're starting off the right way tonight for Quinn, as Gizzard is pointing out the fish that you helped him that you helped him track, and you managed to pull out. And go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
No, we have to like cook the fish because otherwise they'll give us
That's-
leeches, right?
Okay, so as you try to point it, where this is a two-pronged weapon, you actually managed to pull out 2 3-pound river fish. So you get a decent little haul off of that first shot in there, with you and Gizzard working to pull these in.
You have done
Help
this
me.
before. Good catch.
They're heavy.
Now we eat.
No, I'm
Let's
ritual
cook them
casting,
You're up there.
but in my heart I'm going no.
You're not here.
Yeah,
Here's
but
what to do.
Malik, tell him because I'm gonna have to cure it with my lesser resto or something like that. I mean, it's just
I'm not there
One
either.
fish off.
Oh.
Well, remember that there are leeches in the water. I think it's reasonable that we should cook these fish before eating
I
them
just ate one.
to kill any parasites.
Leeches
Oh.
just mean more protein.
Alright,
Meat.
have fun.
I'll eat the fish.
Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Of course you think
It seems you got a little extra protein.
Oh.
You don't feel funny at all.
Of course he does.
See, it is fine. Time for you to have a fish.
Yeah, you're right.
Mock gizzard bomb.
Good. Isn't it funny?
I'm not there. I know.
So as Gizzard and Quinn are out fishing, about this time we flip back over to Solana and Tuala, as Solana has just finished your ritual casting of Speak with Animals.
Alright. Your name is now Doug.
The head, as much as it can, while still wrapped in Tuala's arm, just sort of cocks at you a little bit. Doug!
Doug! And I point
The
to him.
creature understands you.
Yes. Do you want me to tell him something?
Let it know that I am going to release it.
Oh. I thought you wanted it as a pet. Well, what's the point of this then?
I thought it might make you happy.
Oh.
You
That's
seem to enjoy speaking to animals. I'm going to let it up. Ask it to hold a moment before it ventures back into the jungle.
Please stay for a moment when he lets you go.
You get a nod. Again, as much as it can, it's like,
Okay.
And so I'll very gingerly, let it go and kind of, stand up or kneel, so that I'm roughly at height with it.
gets itself up onto its hind legs and sort of takes a half a step back from you, but otherwise is motionless, sort of looking more focused on Tuala. Is two of them were just having a bit of a go at it, but you can tell it's watching you out of its corner of its eye, Solana.
Please relay to the creature that I am sorry for what we did to its packmates.
We are
I
sorry.
understand that it was only doing what is in its nature.
You're cool, bro. I relate that. Yeah, you're cool, bro.
Where did the meat go?
Gizzard? He's a oh the boar. Oh, we don't know. I give him. Who has the Fabio holding right now?
I do.
Do you have it on you? Or
I
in your
have
tank?
trail rations on me that I'm gonna give him.
Okay.
It's on me.
Okay. We'll give him some trail rations, and we'll see.
Yeah, I give him some dried meat. Please relay to the creature that I have respect for it as a fellow predator of the jungles.
He says he likes your big teeth.
He says he likes.
I'm real confused as to what's going on now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. But, y'all are cool, right? You're bros. He has respect for you as a predator of the jungle. Because you are one too. Like him. You're on your equals.
Thank you.
Hunt together sometime.
Do you want to hunt with him sometime?
Should we meet again? And I'll tear a strip of leather off of
I
my
guess not.
tunic stuff, and I will tie it around the guy's little neck there, make a little decoration for him,
Oh no.
and just kind of nod to it and ask Solana to relay. Tell him he should be on his way now.
Shoo! Go on.
And tell him
Oh,
Stay very far away from the tree demon.
Stay far away from the tree demon. Oh, the tree demon, yeah. Just stay far away from the scaly one. The other scaly one.
There's my animal handling.
So.
I want to make an animal handling to, like, as he leaves, to have, like, a really cool, like, nature guy moment where we, like, meet eyes and, like, an eagle goes above.
Sure, go ahead.
I got 12.
So as Solana relays this and it turns to look at you, it takes 2 steps forward to get almost in your face. And just ever so, almost gently, sort of nudges you with its muzzle or maw, however you want to phrase it. Just closed mouth, just sort of gives you a little push, and then turn and takes off into the jungle, back the original direction it came from, off to the northeast.
I shed one really manly tear as I watch him go.
One single manly tear.
And I just, like, go back into my tent and go back to sleep.
The bond was formed in the span of like 5 minutes. So cool. Wrestled you and now brothers for life.
You never know when that little guy might show up again now.
Oh yeah.
Little leather wearing.
What time of day is it, DM?
So it is literally ass crack of dawn.
Okay.
Let me see for who had watches last night. So
I had first.
yeah, and actually, yeah, at this point, you guys could be up for the day if you wanted to.
Okay.
The only one who needed sleep was would have been Twala and Gizzard, who would have gotten their full rests at this point. It's a little earlier than usual. The sun hasn't quite crept over the trees as of yet.
I say we go south, guys, to Omu.
All right.
We can use the Shield Guardian, and he can help protect us, and then we can return him to Nyanzru, none the wiser to Prince Shish Kebab, and he'll never know we used him.
Well,
Quick
I
question.
think that.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think that Prince Wakanga probably makes amazing shish kebabs. So.
Oh, Prince Wakanga, yeah, with the Shish Kebab. Yeah, I'm sure he does, actually.
Out of character question. Didn't we spend last session traveling north to go back to whateverville?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Fine, let's just put it out there.
Sort of east-northeast.
And I'm still on for that plan because how much bug repellent do we have?
Got a ton of bug repellent. Let's go. And I bet Twala can make some naturally.
We actually
This is what
bought
happens when
3
I do
months
not
worth
lead
of bug
us.
repellent.
I'm sorry, Gizzard.
This is what happens when I do not lead us.
Yeah, this is. We
we
do
can
spend
suck.
this entire session making bug repellent when you're not with us. Yeah, okay. Stop that. Okay. Anyway,
It's true, but we do have 3 months worth of insect repellent.
we do.
Okay, we got 3 months of it. Cool. What other reason can I give as an excuse to get back to Fort Nyanzaru?
Well, I need to get back to Fort Nyanzaru.
Shoes. Dang it, Gizzard's making this.
Gizzard taking these shoes.
I wanna.
And what did Devaney want to do last? Does anyone remember which?
She's not here, so it doesn't matter.
She wanted to go back to Port Nyanzaru to get more information about the thing that we were going to go south for.
Oh yeah, the airship.
The airship?
Yes.
Yeah, but
So that we
actually
need
know where we're
airship.
going.
We got a boat. What, you're
We
gonna
have
give
a
Stephanie for
location
the
already of it.
airship
It's
now?
right there.
I'm not giving up Stephanie. Stephanie is going into the airship with us.
Well, we don't need
Yeah.
an airship. Let's just go to Omu.
I think Is that Omu where I'm pinging, or is that where we thought the airship
Yes,
was?
that is Omu, where you're pinging, because we drew an X
So-
there.
Okay.
What you were told is that the airship was somewhere in the southern portion of the Aldani Basin.
Yeah, we don't know where
Uh,
exactly.
So it's like this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's somewhere south of this.
somewhere south of the ping. Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
can head down and you may be able to see it. You know, it could be two things in it. It could be way the heck over here. Could be anywhere in between.
It's somewhere around there. We'll find it. It'll be big. I'll have one of my dinosaurs scout for it. He's a flying
Go
sword.
wherever wherever anybody wants to go. Out of character, I had voted for going back to Port Nyanzaru last week because I need to buy supplies because I'm still rolling with starter equipment.
That's no good. That's no good.
I've still got starter equipment too.
Wow, that's 42. We're going back to Port Andrew. Heck yeah.
You got starter
let's go on
equipment.
the
His
move.
AC is 400, and mine's
You don't
15.
need starter equipment. You're a monk. Any equipment.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know what all we have in the bag. I guess I have access.
You
to the
have
bag hold.
access to stuff, yeah.
We don't have a set of half plate, do we?
No, probably
I don't-
not.
No. Yeah.
Absolutely
I
not.
think I remember that they don't sell plate in Nyanzaru because it's too heavy
Yeah.
and
I
hot.
forget. They don't sell some metal goods. I think you're right.
Yeah, they don't tend to sell, because you guys have all been through the shopping at the bazaar at one point or another. It's very difficult to find full heavy plate or half plate or full plate here because it doesn't work well in the jungle typically. It's people can wear it, but you tend to get burnt out real quick.
How much? So I have my little list here. How much of this stuff would I plausibly be able to gather and/or craft myself as we travel? My list was armor, and then a tent, some torches, 2 additional javelins, chalk, some leather pouches, and a climber's kit.
Realistically, anything. So, the tent. If you're looking for hide armor, that's easy enough. Javelins are simple.
I can actually craft 1d for two javelins per short rest.
Yeah.
With the lizard folk.
Yeah,
ability,
it's-
so I can just help you out.
And
with that.
Gizzard has proficiency with leatherworkers tools, so working with him, assuming he's willing, you'd be able to do the tent, some sort of hide or leather armor. The only thing you might run into a little bit of a problem with is the climber's kit.
Devaney
Is
has one.
that
It was another climber's kit on the gnome we found.
Oh yeah.
did you take it or did you eat it?
No, we took it. I just can't. I don't think we wrote it down though.
Okay.
We took it. We didn't write it down.
All right.
No,
well,
I mean,
without
in the-
getting
in the
anything
book.
metal, I actually can't do better than my unarmored defense, so don't worry about that. And the other stuff we can figure out. So I guess I don't need to go back to Port Nyanzaru. Sorry, Melik.
Let's say you do, though.
Although, if Melik says that Melik wants to go, Tuala would be defending of his feeties. He would say, the fanciful one requires shoes.
He's getting shoes.
It's just that Gizzard's making me shoes right now. It's just I wanna.
You're
I
not
really
being
want to get a
specific.
poisoner's kit, super bad, and I also kind of want to take out the shadow cops. But that's a whole other thing. Doesn't have to happen this trip.
You know the junk can make poison. Yes.
Yeah.
I wanna. Okay, I'll just ask her to do it for now.
What is Shadow Cop?
Okay.
Was that not in character?
No, that works. I don't remember if I have it or if Devaney still has that coin that got flipped up on the stage.
I
In the
believe
patio?
Devaney. No, I think Devaney picked it up off the stage. I think
Okay,
it was shown around, but I don't know if it was held on to.
basically, Tuala, what happened was I was just living my life in the big city, and I was threatened by some shadow cops, acting like they have any authority over me. And so then we go off, and there's a big dino race, and Solana wins the race. It was incredible, all up on Tom Petty. And then they come after me again, like stalking me, and I'm very uncomfortable with all of this, and I want to take them down because they're dangerous. And it's the only city on this whole chult. You need to be stopped.
Well, they won't find you if you're in the jungle. And we can devise a better plan. And we need to take
That's
care
not-
of the quest that we were sent on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
putting it out there. One day I want to take down the CGB.
Fanciful one, I did not understand any of what you just said. My vote is for whatever brings us closer to the ultimate goal of putting an end to the death curse that plagues these lands.
So as everyone's talking about where to go, Quen is saddling up. What did we name the golem?
Bernice.
Bernice. Saddling up Bernice in the little tote that Stephanie's pulling along in that little tugboat thing. It's real cute and stuff. So he's just doing that, and he's like making a flower crown for Bernice too.
Oh, Matt, do you mind if, like, just to retcon slightly, but while they were doing the ritual and the fishing, do you mind if I roll a quick survival roll to find? I need 2 more leaf fronds for this umbrella.
No,
yeah.
you already have the 2. You just need to craft it. You found them last session.
Oh, I thought I needed 2 per panel. Do I just need 1?
I thought I helped you with a roll. Or
Yeah,
something
you.
to find them.
Yeah, you and Twala took care of that last. You have everything you need. All you gotta do is craft it.
Man, we as a group need to work on writing stuff down. Okay, I'll do that in the boat.
So, which way are we going? I'm so confused. Did I win?
Well,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
because then I get to keep my shield guardian.
And we can stop by Camp Vengeance and see how their goats are doing? Because they loved us
Honestly,
there.
I bet we could find whatever we needed at Camp Vengeance.
They loved us
It-
there.
Immediately, Devaney just starts going, can we not?
Yeah, they kind of
That's
kicked us out of there, except for me, because I like.
No, listen. Devaney, I just got outvoted, and so this time I'm on board. Let's raid Camp Vengeance.
No, we can't raid them. There are people there.
We won't hurt the goats. The rest of them, though.
There are military people there from Point Neandru.
We killed a mummy. We can do anything. And they might have my poisoner's kit.
We can
And that's
ask.
as close to shadow cops as I'm getting.
We can ask. Let's ask first with like your diplomacy or something.
Compromise is important.
I am okay with this.
Okay. Let's.
My lizard.
Oh, I thought you were high fiving me.
No.
Who wants to high five? Quen! Okay. Ha ha ha. Alright, so we'll head towards Camp.
Devaney is just muttering, this is not going to end well.
No,
is
it's
not
not
gonna
going
go
to because they hate us there. Except for me, because I like the goats.
They arrested us.
Oh yeah, they did arrest
Does no one
us.
remember that we were arrested?
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me actually.
What is that word? Arrested.
They take away our
Captured.
freedom.
They put us into rooms and held us captive and tried to force us to escort people back to Port Nyanzaru.
Why would you let them do that?
We shouldn't. And that's why
We
we should
didn't.
take them out. Like
That's
the
why we
shadow
escaped.
cops.
I was just going along with it because I thought it's what they wanted to do.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can poison them with riot roots. Look, they've got a ton of stuff in here. I don't know what it is.
We can learn together.
I've got nuts. Still, remember those glow nuts? I don't know why they glowed. Anyway.
The ones that made the wine taste so bad and made me and Quinn get in a huge argument.
Oh yeah. I should.
Wait, what did we get into an argument about?
Putting nuts in the wine.
You guys made, I think you were making sangria or just straight wine, I can't remember. And then somebody threw in one of the little nuts that when it hits something, it glows.
Yeah.
And then when Melik had it, made a check, it was the worst Melik had ever tasted.
Yeah.
And it had already been like a bad day or something, and I was just so teed off. Like, capital teed off.
Oh, they liked me because I gave them their artifact back. The Pierre.
Yeah, okay, they love you, dude. Let's go down there and you talk to them.
Okay, they liked me.
Okay. So,
Oh dear.
I'm gonna need a so who is navigating on your way back down here?
I will with help of Quinn.
Okay.
Yes, I'll help.
So go ahead and make a survival check for it. Okay. Let's see here.
Hopefully that's enough to know where south is.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, as you guys get everything loaded back up into Stephanie, start heading back down. Heading back sort of the way you came. Trying to head down in a southward manner. You guys travel through the day. So as Solana and Quen are navigating Melik, Gizzard, and Tuala, what would you three be doing?
Finishing the parasol for the Stephanie.
Okay. So go ahead and make your check for that.
I can't believe there's some groups already at Omu and we're like crafted an entire canoe and we bug spray.
We were very traumatized by the passing of artists when we got back here. We were
We also
like,
spend entire sessions walking in the wrong direction. That certainly doesn't help.
making circles.
We do that frequently. Just
Okay, so Melik, it is easy enough for you. Over basically, we'll say by about lunchtime, you've got your final panels completed for your parasol umbrella for Stephanie.
Yes, I assemble it immediately and put it right in her.
Oh.
Oh. You gonna be alone?
Do you want some privacy?
I'm just pleased as punch right now. Give me a second.
Oh, Melik, this is the best umbrella I've ever seen.
I've never seen you look so happy.
I love it so much. You did such a good job.
So
It's
as
not just me and Stephanie. It's a group effort between me and her.
Yes, it is.
Looking so good.
it is very much you have basically the front and end of the boat are somewhat exposed with this middle section with a fairly large, almost like beach umbrella sized canopy over it to protect. It'll protect some of you from the rain. It won't cover everybody though. There's just too many of you. But then Gizzard and Tuala, what would you two be doing during this?
I'm gonna play my my tribal flute there and keep an eye out along the sides of the river for danger.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check. A performance check and a perception check.
There's perception.
Okay. And Gizzard, what about yourself?
So no good at it.
Gizzard's gonna wait until we're resting to finish off those shoes. He's just caring for his egg at the moment.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check. And Tuala, you don't see a whole lot going on, it seems like. But you do notice a couple of times as you're playing your tribal flute that all of a sudden the fanciful one almost visibly cringes. It's playing along, and it's just that one odd note, and it's like,
I was trained for the time I could stand to wield this glaive. The musical instrument was an afterthought.
Gizzard's doing
Yeah.
a snake.
So you guys managed to travel through the day and seemed to have no problems whatsoever. Heading down along the streams.
Nice.
Night seems to settle in, or evening starts to settle in. You guys have the opportunity to pull over and make camp, or you can keep pushing through.
Now we'll make camp.
Okay. So as evening passes without any real issue either. Morning comes to pass. Guys, actually, Gizzard, you said you were going to wait till rest. You want to keep working on the shoes?
Absolutely.
Well, okay, so go ahead and make your check for me.
Nice.
These are coming along beautifully, as you are sort of literally customizing them to the bottom of Melik's feet.
Kind of like you did the
Figure
claws.
figure one more session, you should have them finished up enough, the padding, everything in them, that Melik will have a very nice, I believe you went with the snakeskin Melik, correct?
Absolutely.
He's just got to put the Nike swoop on the sides.
He's
Get
got
my
some
Dr.
last
Scholl's in there.
things in there, make sure there's proper padding and everything. So you're pretty sure with one more session you should be good to go with those. Guys, wait, as the sun comes up, gotta check our weather today. Okay, weather is more the same as the sun's coming up. You guys getting the occasional sort of mist and sprinkles through the tree canopy. As you're continuing on your way, I need another survival check.
Okay.
Okay. So, Solana, you actually managed to get your bearings a little better than you did yesterday.
Yay!
As you're were a little off, and you were heading south, but slightly southeast, not quite the
Okay.
southwest you were hoping to get towards
Oh.
Camp Fin.
Wow, we're right by Camp Righteous. Do you remember that, Gizzard?
No.
Yeah, remember there was that big alligator and you and
Statue?
Devaney almost fell in that hole.
You guys died. I had to revive you at like level 3, and it was great.
No.
And there was
Definitely.
fire.
That's where we got your alchemy jug.
Fire.
No.
I think this was before he started eating people. It's before the
Oh.
change.
Before the change, okay.
Yeah.
I was attempting to joke.
That was hilarious. Ha ha ha.
I thought so too.
So as you guys continue along your way heading southbound, weather fairly nice for, jungle weather. Once again, the day carries through without any real incident. Solana, you are much more on point with your navigation today.
Yeah.
At the point the day ends, you are coming down the river. I think you're within probably a good 3 or 4 hours travel from Camp Vengeance if you were to head over that direction.
You guys want to push on a little more, or rest and then go to Camp Vengeance first thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning, we need to come up with a plan.
Why? I'm just gonna talk to them, right?
What are you getting from him?
A
Food.
spear and a poisoner's kit and shoes? I don't know, I wasn't really listening to you.
Exactly. First thing in the morning, we're coming up with a plan tonight.
Okay. seriously, what are we getting?
Mmm.
First, we're getting camp set up.
Oh, okay, we'll boil the fish and...
Boil them.
Didn't we have fish?
Yeah, grilled's better. I agree.
Okay, we'll grill the fish.
Yeah. Okay.
What about raw? Raw fish is fine.
Yeah, you keep eating
You
the
had
fish.
yours already.
I guess you guys get
They have to not roll.
get camp set up, go through the evening. Again, it seems to pass without incident. And a couple of you take your watch. It was an attempt, JJ. It failed epically.
I was like, okay, something's up, I guess.
Dead stuff roll.
No, it's. I have a table I roll on for whether each number means something different. So the chat sees it, and they have it. Well, I don't know if they figured it out yet, but they can see when it pops up and what it means. And well, if they pay attention and know how I phrase it after each one, they may know what's coming.
Wait, there's
So
a
it's-
pattern to your madness?
Only when it comes to the weather. Everything else is just. Oh, hold on. So, you guys have wonderful boiled or grilled or
Grilled. We'll grill it.
whatever you choose to do with the fish dinner. Guys wake up in the morning again. Last couple of nights seem to be going nice and easy for you.
Ooh, last session on those shoes.
Yep, so go ahead and make your roll.
Not so great.
Okay. It's definitely...
Can I roll on shoes?
No.
Stay away from me.
Wait, what?
What?
What are you doing?
Why not? I got leather workers kit. I don't understand these things.
Gizzard's working, and Solana keeps like coming over with her like little needles or whatever. Get off of me! Stop it!
He's like, you're doing a good job. I'm gonna get in there now. Let me give it a try. Like, whoa.
Now,
Yeah, I
as,
painted your clogs, and they were really pretty. And I made the satchel for the egg. It's not as pretty. It's not pretty at all. No, okay, I'll leave
I
it.
made the statue to the egg. You copied my design.
I did copy your design, but it was my handicraft.
Not even copy is a word. Imitated, maybe.
Like, mine goes on the front and yours goes on the back, so it's a little different. So, you know.
Yes, mine is better.
No, yours you can't see all the time.
Your egg Bjorns are both lovely. Can we please move on?
I agree. That's over because now it's time for Melik's tips on grifting.
Why are we grifting these so
Solana waiting to talk.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm writing stuff
Good
down.
deal.
I mean, I'm
All right.
listening very hard.
Things we want. Food. I guess. We want food. Someone said food. I mean, oh wait. I know who
I
said
said food. I want
Never
food.
mind.
We're
We
not
have
eating
plenty of that probably.
Okay.
I want life.
You would like, okay, you know what? Grab some snacks. That might actually work out. Try and see if you can get some
I'm
rations.
so confused.
Bring back a person for me.
No, I'm not bringing back a person for you to eat.
Bring back a person-sized amount of food. Same volume, different content.
Just go fishing again. Anyway,
Second, metal armor.
metal armor. That's a good one.
Half plate, apparently. Third, poisoner's kit.
See, I was
Quinn?
listening.
Quinn, did you have any requests?
Just like
If they had any even better studded leather armor than regular kind.
dude,
maybe
this is
not.
like a
Probably not.
destitute camp of like people.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have any enchanted stuff.
I have a
One can
request.
hope.
Okay.
It's not a person.
I need perfume.
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 Do you have a scent that you're kind of looking for?
Like a meat scent.
I've got an herbalism kit. Could I, in theory, craft him a perfume if I knew what kind of flowers to look for?
You probably could, but this is a grift, and so we're trying to get whatever we can for free.
No, Griffin.
Griff.
They come in different scents, do they?
Yes. Name a scent, and I will try to craft it. We're in a jungle. There are plants aplenty.
What's the first thing I smell, Mr.
Um,
Massey?
Given you guys are having breakfast, probably whatever sort of dried meat and like almost like oatmeal gruelish type concoction
Yeah, I
Salad
can
has
make
been
a
working
scent
on.
out of
Yeah,
that.
none of that. What the closest plant? I'll go up and smell the closest plant.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh no, it's gonna bite him.
Giant corpse plant.
Yeah. We've been avoiding those so far. Yeah, you crit on a plant.
You do this to yourself.
Roll a d3.
No, gee.
And he crits on the third.
Okay. Okay. So as you walk up, and there is this beautiful, bright red blossoming flower in front of you. As you sort of lean your face over and go to take a massive breath in of this plant, it immediately latches onto the front of your face. As such, you are now grappled, and I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
Gizzard's flailing his arms about.
See? You're the soft one now.
You're fine. You're grappled, but you start getting a very sort of sickly odor, and a very sort of acrid taste in your mouth.
That's the scent I want.
Okay, out of character, when you say sickly and acrid, can you put that in more Gulf Shores terms for me?
Okay, for a player, go ahead and make your strength check, Gizzard. Best way I could describe it is, oh yeah, you're fine. You easily, after the shock wears off, you're easily able to rip your snout out of this thing. And
That's the scent I want.
Does it go like when he pulls his face out of it?
almost exactly. And you watch is this puff of a little bit of green sort of mist comes out of the front of this flower. And from a player's standpoint, it's basically what some of you have smelt before from some of the various poisonous plants in the jungle. Go ahead and everyone make a perception check for me.
You want a perfume of this?
No, I think we do.
Oh yeah, Solana sees it immediately once actually the attention is brought to it, so does Jesus.
We all
Okay,
got it.
just waiting on Quen. There we go. Oh yeah, so
Wow.
once it, after that initial just gives us like flower, runs to a flower and shoves his face into it, as he backs away and you all sort of look, you see that somewhat familiar three-colored plant with a red, an orange, and a yellow blossom on the front of it that you have been avoiding
We have
as
the
they
I light it on
had-
fire.
No.
No, okay, don't light it on fire.
Do I know what
No.
this plant is, being from the jungle?
That's, yes, and I think the others, well, the others know what it is from experience. They wouldn't know the name. You would, though. It is a tri-flower frond. You know, it does have the ability to move. It is just extremely slow.
Hmm.
Do you want me to speak with it?
No.
Okay.
Let's put a pin in that real quick because there's some other interests of mine that I'm very into. But in any case, point is, oh yes, the grift thing. Yeah, request as we have it. Perfume, you can make it great. We'll probably use that flower. That'd be super. Me and Gizzard could share it. It'll be so great for bonding. Any case, the real thing you got to remember: why are you here, and why do you need this stuff? What you got?
Excuse me. When you barter with this quartermaster Griff, I would like chalk, please.
Chalk.
Talk. Add that one. Okay, cool.
So you're asking me hypothetically what I would say why we need this stuff?
Yes, I'm asking you. What's the first thing you got on your dome piece?
To save the life of everyone on the planet.
No.
Oh.
That
I thought
ain't
that
gonna
would be
work.
a good idea. Because we're trying to save the life of everyone on the planet because there's a curse. A
True.
death curse.
Problem is,
Mm.
no one cares about that.
Ah.
They want to keep their own stuff, so you got to give them a reason for them to give their stuff to you.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No, what?
Chalk is for... I have no idea. What do I say? What's a grift?
Yeah. Sorry. Comment in the ether just kind of got my mind off track. In any case,
Joao thinks it's a person. Like, what are we doing?
what you need to do is
Yes,
put the
quartermaster
fear
Griff.
into.
Yeah, we're asking Griff
What are we
something.
speaking of? You keep saying Griff. I assume this is the man you wish to trade with.
No one's name is Grift. Grift is the action. In any case, I don't know these people. You apparently do, so that's why you're in charge. Woof, oh my god.
Wow,
Okay,
you're letting me in charge?
That
This is
seems like a
exciting.
bad idea.
I do not like this plan anymore.
No, this is exciting, guys. Come on, let's keep going with it. Let's roll with it. Come on. Okay. Okay. What do I say for the grift?
Okay. Like I said, you gotta give them a reason for them to give you their stuff.
Because
so,
it's pretty, ugly, and they need to get
Either-
rid of it for us.
still not great. You gotta
Okay.
either trade with them, like we did with the goblins.
Oh, good idea. Trade. What do we have to trade?
Giving you options. Maybe it's not the best one right now.
Stephanie.
Whoa. Okay.
No, okay, not Stephanie. Okay.
You know what? Maybe y'all are right. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Can you not disguise your face like you did with the stupid goblins and save us a considerable amount of time trying to teach the tree elf to do this?
You know what? That actually might be funnier. Or well, more fun. And you think they're gonna remember you, Solana, huh?
Yeah, I asked about the goats.
Okay, I'm gonna look like Solana now.
Please. Please.
This is a better plan.
I don't like this plan.
Solana, it's a little
Yes.
disconcerting as you watch as Melik's form starts to almost melt, and you find yourself looking in a mirror.
How do I look?
I'm gonna poke you. Is
That's
that really
what-
how I look?
How does that voice sound? Pretty good? Yeah, I think it sounds pretty good.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's so weird hearing Melik's voice come out of Solana's face.
Plants. I love animals. Can I talk to them? Woo!
Oh my
Shut
god.
Oh,
Don't
wait,
eat
let's
that,
become
Gizzard,
Melik.
don't
Oh, look, I'm a bard. I can play stuff with strings and wind instruments. La la
Look,
la.
I'm Solana and I'm trying to.
La,
It's
la,
so
la.
Melic and it's really
La, la,
not
la.
working.
Take some
It's
inspiration.
really
Oh my
not
god.
working.
La,
Oh
la,
my god.
la.
Can I? Are we
Gwen is
like?
so
Do I know where
loving
the camp is
this.
from here?
It's yeah, from where you guys made camp, it's probably about if you were to walk, probably about 3 or 4 hours. If you
Okay,
get back in
I
the
don't
canoe and
see it.
travel down, probably about an hour. hour and a half by canoe.
Okay, never mind. Well, I was just gonna start walking, but I don't know where the camp is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is precious, precious moments.
Thank you, the adorable, for joining our adventure.
Welcome to the show. As you can see, plenty of family drama.
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
so basically, here's my plan for right now. All joking aside. Sorry about that, Salon. I do want to give you a shot at this, because you were part of a grift of mine before, and I kind of want to see how well you'll do. So, basically, trade, buy, or scare. You got this, and if there's any problems, we'll switch.
Okay. I got it. I can do this. I got it, Malik. I got it.
I believe in you 100%.
Is that how I sound like?
Oh!
Oh!
No way!
This is weird. Anyway, okay. So, I guess we'll continue and go? Are we continuing or are we starting in the morning? Is this the morning? What time
This
is
is
it?
the morning. This is the morning.
We playing this all night.
I'll be in the back.
Okay, I got you. So I walk up to the gate.
Oh, okay, so it takes you a little while to get down there. We'll assume you guys have been traveling at this point
Yeah.
on your way down. So,
And when we
Just-
get
or
close,
if you can-
I'm gonna stealth, if that's cool.
yeah. So go ahead and make your stealth check.
This body ain't working for me.
Sure.
I guess
And,
I can't cast
Ms.
Pass
Producer,
Word.
follow the bouncing player flag
Oh wow. Okay.
as our players find themselves
Back again.
back outside the gates of Camp Vengeance. And as you guys are coming down along the river, the front gates are closed. You don't see any of the guards up on the outer entranceway like they had before.
Oh, I thought I made a token for
noticed,
Gifford. Sorry. On the
Oops, no, bollocks and balderdash. This is what I got. Hold on. Give me a moment. I grabbed...
It should be on the landing page.
Yep, I grabbed it from there, and nobody can see anything. So we are going to go over here, copy from here, and see if this works better.
He wants to take bets on how quickly this will degenerate.
Oh,
Oh, I took my bet.
Sorry.
Wow.
The first thing Solana says.
Yep.
Well, they're huge.
Sorry. I'll
Okay,
decide
does
to.
does everyone have visibility now or no?
Mhm.
Okay, Twala does not. Just give me a second. I don't know why. Has sight. Okay, who else does not have visibility?
I can see now.
Oh, Gizzard, you can't see?
No.
Okay.
Cannot.
let me- Okay.
On
So,
the way there, while you're working on this, do you mind if I talk with Quinn really quick?
Alright, I'm
no,
gonna go to
not
the
at all,
front gate.
good.
Hey, Quinn, it's Malik. I'm altering the voice a little bit so you can know that it's definitely me. But it's for sure me. What's up, Quinn?
Oh, thank gosh. I thought you were Solana again. Listen, what's your big plan?
Yeah, this ain't gonna go good. There's no way they like her. I don't know why she thinks that. In any case, do me a favor. You want to go invisible and just grab that stuff?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But you'll have to keep them busy until I can get out.
Absolutely. That's definitely gonna happen. It's gonna
Okay.
be great.
Good, awesome. I knew I could count
Okay.
on you. Let's do this.
Okay, so while you guys are having that conversation, Solana and Twala have walked up to the front gate. Now, as you guys have sort of gotten out, like I said, you don't see the guards up on the different posts around like you did last time.
Okay.
You can see there's some points that look like some of the wall has been almost pushed in a little bit.
Like, by
Not-
overgrowth or by force?
by force.
Oh.
And as you get up and get ready to knock on the front door, it's barred
Barred. From the inside?
from the outside.
From the outside.
Is it abandoned?
Okay. I'm gonna relay that information to my party. I'm gonna go back quickly and just be like, hey guys, it's barred from the outside. Don't know why. Do you still want to go in? Ransack the place.
Is anyone even there?
Good idea.
Perhaps it is to keep people in. Do you think?
Does this wooden structure here look climbable? Like I can climb up and over to the little post here?
It's straight vertical poles that are sort of carved into spikes at the top. Looks like you may be able to. It would be a little difficult, but
I have
while
two
it's
hand
barred
axes. If I use them to like,
Long it.
can I climb it that way?
yes, you could also just lift the bar off the door and open the doors.
I don't know what's in there. I'm not opening the goddamn door. Crazy.
Quen turns to Devaney and asks if she could send Avalta over the walls and see what's
Good
there.
idea.
That's right.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to roll for this one because Devaney is against even being here.
Oh.
So go ahead, Quen, were you the one asking? Roll
Yeah.
a d20. Even, she helps out. Odds, peace, I don't want to be here, you're on your own.
Even?
Okay,
Yay, thanks, Stephanie.
so... as Avalta takes off, sort of does a loop over the top, comes back down. Devaney says, there's no guards in there, but there does seem to be something else in there.
Something else.
Okay, why so cryptic? Sorry. Why are you being so cryptic? What's in there?
That's not how it sounds. God.
And as she goes to start explaining what as Avalta's landed, is relaying more information to her, all of a sudden, all of you, echoing from within,
I run.
And-
I dash. Can I dash?
Oh, my sound has turned real low. I didn't hear it. Was it super scary?
It's a dino.
crashing through
Oh, great.
the southern
Meat.
wall. A massive, very undead-looking dinosaur comes careening through the wall.
Not me.
Well, this is
Apparently
not
following the small, flightless creature, its eyes focused over towards Devaney at the moment.
This is the opposite of how I wanted this to go, I say, as I transform back into myself and jump behind Bernice.
And with that, I need you all to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh gosh.
Well,
I'm
might
right
glaive.
there.
Not gonna. I don't.
Okay, decent.
This is
Decent.
not gonna go well.
Non-initiative is always so subpar.
I like I pat Solana on the shoulder with like the back of my hand. I go, see if you can perform the grift on it.
Grift
Is
is a
that
person.
Mr. Grift?
Why don't you go ask him what Grift is?
As I like ready my glaive for stabbing.
What do I have?
Oh, and
I like where this is going. All these initiative rolls.
actually, Matt, can I ask a favor?
Sure.
Can you? I gave you access to Devaney's character sheet. Can you run her
noticed
for
that.
combat?
Sure.
Run her for combat for me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Is this the time when I should turn into a giant ape, guys, or not? No.
I think you give it a rest. for a little bit. Don't want to overdo the bit.
Although honestly, she didn't even get to try the grip, so like I don't know, let her shine a little bit.
And with that, we start at the top of the order with Solana.
Alright, I'm gonna conjure on my aminals. I'm gonna conjure Bob Dylan here. And you said I should be able to. Did you come out? No. Why can't I make it? Why can't I do this?
You
Can you
should be
drag him
able
for
to,
me?
but... Yep, where are you summoning him?
Right here.
Oh, he's
okay,
on
I
the
got
field
him.
now.
I got him. So I'll have him between, is that okay, Quinn?
Oh
You
yeah.
want, like,
I love
a
Bob
shield?
Dylan.
Okay, so I'm gonna summon him, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Devonay, who is
Oh, wait,
sitting
do
right
I
on the other...
roll for Tom Petty? I forgot.
Oh,
yeah, he's got a shield.
Yeah, he has to... Yep, so go ahead and roll initiative. Oh,
Okay.
so it actually gets to go with you, so...
Okay. He's gonna, oh, I forgot he had reach. Can I move him one step back, or can I retcon that? Or is that
Yeah, if you want to. You just made him appear, so...
just there? And I'm gonna have him, do a reach attack.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll.
Petty.
Okay, and that is actually enough to hit.
Oh, wow, okay.
So go ahead and roll... Oh, actually, you already rolled the damage. Not bad. Okay.
And I scream, "You gripped it!" to Melik.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to this thing.
Oh, great.
And that is... Gets there, and that'll bring us over to Devonay.
Okay, it's a bonus action for her to do something with Avalta, right?
Well, no, technically Avalta should have its own initiative.
Oh.
But I forgot to give you access, so we'll just have Avalta go on that, so yeah.
Okay, she's just gonna send Avalta over and have it do the aid thing, flap
Okay.
around the Tyrannosaurus's eyeballs.
Okay.
And then she will use she'll use a cantrip. She's gonna use Firebolt on the T-Rex.
Alrighty then. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Alright.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and that'll bring us over to Quen.
So Quinn is first he's going to cast Fire Shield on himself. He's gonna use the bonus action to activate his Spellslinger aura, bringing up his AC. And then he's gonna move Bernice right over here. Actually, right here. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay. So that'll bring us over to Tuala, currently standing next to Solana at the gate.
Alright. How high we're like on this little elevated ramp thing here. What's the height differential between like where we are at the top of this and where the T-Rex is?
Maybe 3 or 4 feet.
Okay.
As it's about a 5-foot straight drop down right on this little section right here. But then it starts to angle back up over onto the grassy section where most of it's standing.
Okay. So Tuala just turns to Solana and goes, and then like crackle of lightning goes across him. So I'm gonna rage, and I will try and force the T-Rex to make a dex save or take lightning damage.
Do I have to take
Oh,
the
ready
AoE?
then?
No, it's not an AOE. It's targeted.
Okay,
since I
good.
switched to C presence or still whatever it is.
It's gonna take some damage, I
fails.
think. That's a 4.
Yes. That is Devaney's character sheet. Hence why I can't find the rage on there.
That'd do it.
That would do it. It takes 1d6 lightning damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
It's 5 lightning damage.
Nice roll.
And then, since I have advantage on strength-based checks, I would like to take a running leap off of this this little berm here, and luchador style try and like grapple onto the back of this this T-Rex.
Okay. Yeah, you can make the distance. You go ahead and make your athletics check.
Okay, so with advantage, not super great.
As you take a run and leap at it, you manage to get there. Go ahead and make a dex save.
Okay. Devaney's character sheet.
Okay, you managed to hang on. It's not pretty, but you are now sort of clung, like, we'll say like 3/4 onto its back.
Okay. The whole while he's like, ah!
He's crazy. I like him.
This dude.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to this guy who is going to... Here's his full action to get there. And that'll bring us over to Gizzard, who has just seen a massive, rather putrid-looking dinosaur crash through a wall, and then another dinosaur appear right in front of him.
Because its primal instincts kick in. He's going to rush past. Which one's this? Is this Tom Petty or is this Bob Dylan? In the
Tom
room.
Petty.
That's Tom Petty?
I don't know.
Okay, neither do I.
Bilbo
The
Baggins.
Plesiosaurus is Bob Dylan.
Alright,
Yeah, that's Bob Dylan.
alright, I'm going to run past Bob Dylan and bite at this T-Rex's leg. And I believe I
Okay.
do so with advantage because of Devaney's little creature.
Has anyone attacked him since?
Devaney attacked it right after.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. She shot the firebolt.
Does it get any effect with Tuala, like dangling on its neck?
No, it's much too large for Twa to actually be grappling it. You're riding
That
it, so
didn't
you're
work
out
the
of
way I thought it would.
Alright, bite coming up.
That'll work, though. Now go ahead and roll as you take a bite out of its leg.
Yikes. It's better damage. Can I spend a key point to perhaps try to stun this creature on the second bite?
Sure, what it... yeah, go ahead and make your... Oh, wait. What is that? Is that a wisdom save for a stun, or... Actually,
you
what's
go.
the rule in stun? Oh, Constitution save. Okay, and what's the DC?
11 plus 4, 15.
Come on, save.
That
Oh,
does
it
not work.
seems to shrug off completely.
And I've just used my bonus action to, in frustration, stomp on its toes.
Okay.
No.
That is a hideous
That's a
miss.
toddler.
Stomps
You
on
were
his
so,
own toes.
you were so angry you just completely missed.
It Just
That
saw
is
a
not
reptilian foot and stopped.
Yep, it's all the same to me.
And with that, that brings us to our Tyrannosaurus, who is currently not really paying any mind to the small creature on its back. But seeing this small lizard that just ran up and has bitten into it twice is going to make its first attack against you, the bite. That's a 17. I actually don't think that hits.
Nope.
They're just like super fame.
As I'm
And then-
stomped on my own foot, I kind of like recoil in pain and duck out of the way of the butt.
And then as its takes a couple of steps forward, getting right up next to
no.
Solana,
Oh,
is
great.
going to make a tail attack against Solana as it's walking past.
Why? I didn't do anything. Oh, that hit.
And that is
Yikes.
Oh my
and that
goodness
is
gracious.
22 bludgeoning damages as it's walking past. It slams its tail into you, Solana, and slams you into the actual door.
Okay, guys. I got it.
And just Solana, do me a favor. Roll a D100.
Oh, great. I love
On a 100, you die.
Okay. As the tail and you slam into the door, you hear a couple of boards creaking, but nothing else.
Okay.
And that will actually, it is going to. No, it's going to stay right where it is. Actually, that'll bring us over to Melik.
Is it technically being flanked? I'm just curious.
For you and the Plesiosaur, yes.
Solana, you good?
Yeah, for now.
All right.
Kill it with more death.
I don't know if that's my job, but I'm gonna try a different strategy this time. But I'm gonna actually go for an old favorite and do a little vicious. Can I do vicious mockery on this thing?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Can I turn
Oh
into
boy,
a
you know
giant?
that's.
Ow.
Oh come on, give me something. Dang it.
To be honest, you really don't know.
Well, I rolled it, and I'm gonna try it anyways.
Okay. So let's see here. Okay. It says it did not need to understand you, so it's going to make its check. Probably not meet it. It's not very wise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Less wise than I am intelligent.
Okay.
Dave,
That takes.
your vicious mockery should be 2d4 now. You're past level 5.
Oh, sick. That needs to change. Well,
I'm sure roll one more d4 for me.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
little extra bonus.
Okay. Okay, and anything else? You staying where you are?
I am gonna do the mocking thing and essentially say like, oh come on, moron! You ruined her first grip and now you're gonna beat her with your tail? At least have some respect. And otherwise, I will. Solana's good for now, so I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Take that disadvantage.
So, so this guy is going to use his full action to can only get to about here.
Oh, jeez.
This one.
Is that like a zombie dude?
Yeah.
Know what that is?
Yep.
Okay.
And full. Only get to there.
Okay. What are those ghosts that were sick? I think this was zombie ghosts.
this one here. Get to there. And that'll bring us back top of the order and Solana.
Is that why the ghosts were sick because they had zombie diseases? That is so sad. Anyway, Solana just got like a third of her health taken, so she's like, guys, can I turn into a giant ape now? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna turn into a giant ape. Cause that's what I do.
That's an idea.
Now, officially.
It's a signature move.
This is a salon thing now. I turned into a giant ape. So, yep.
Okay.
Wow, no,
That's a really big ape.
that's a really big ape.
Yeah, that is.
Big.
I don't think that's big. I think that's a little big. Thank you.
Yeah, that's our
Too
token's a little off
Sorry, the
here.
tokens are wacky. I'll fix that. Okay.
Okay, let me
so-
just take a look here. What is the giant ape is a huge creature, correct?
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay,
What is it? A giant?
do me a favor. Roll a d5. Because there's not enough space for a giant ape to appear where you are.
It's a huge beast.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's basically a 3x3 chunk. If we go, that's about 3, and that's 3. Yeah, so that's about as close as we're going to be able to hit it right.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. So, as you come in, this actually let me stick it up there for a moment so I can get to my dynamic lighting page. Okay,
Hello?
the door shatters
Oh.
as you appear inside this crouched sort of entranceway with its you have a little bit of wiggle, but it is an uncomfortable position for you to be in.
Okay.
Picture, yourself being shoved into, let's say, something about the size of a large file cabinet.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to now... I've got 2 fist attacks, so I'm gonna try to hit it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, where is it? Fist.
Okay, so number 1 hits. Damn.
See, I knew you'd like this giant thing. Oh, I'm an ape, you can't understand.
As all of a sudden, this first, all you can see from there, for most of you, is a massive fist come ricocheting out of the door, and then
See, I told you guys! Ooh. Okay, and then I'm gonna
Alex
play
has
second.
got one hand on that crossbow, like, ready to go when
Yeah.
we need it.
Yeah,
okay, second one will hit as well.
I know better.
Okay, and then he'll bring us over to the plesiosaur.
Okay, so Bob Dylan is going to make a weapon attack. 14.
Okay, and that will hit as well. Holy hell! Okay, this thing is definitely starting to take some pounding. But it is still on its feet. You can see there's sort of pus and ichor leaking out of different points. But it's still on its feet and it still looks pissed.
At least it's just at me, hopefully. Or Bob
And-
Dylan.
Plesiosaur is staying where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, can it move around and give Gizzard flanking? Like, how does flanking work? I'm confused.
It would be able to. Yeah, it would be able to move technically.
Okay, so could it give Gizzard advantage?
Yeah, if it moved over here.
Oh, okay, that's like too far though.
Yeah, it'd have to be directly across from it.
Okay, alright, I'll just stay where I
So,
am.
okay. And that'll bring us over to this little guy, who is going to use its full movement to come up right behind the giant ape. And that will bring us over to Devon A.
Okay. Presumably it's been raining and presumably these like logs and stuff are treated. Do they look to Devonay as if she hucks a fireball into where these things are coming out of the hole in the gate? She's gonna ignite the entire perimeter fence here. Or does it look to be pretty soaked in that it won't go up?
It hasn't been raining that hard, given this party's frequent use of fireball. She's pretty sure if she casts it, some of the wood in that area would potentially go up in flames.
Okay. Then she'll have Evolta go and pester the T-Rex again.
Okay.
And she's gonna use a chromatic orb on the zombie T-Rex. Which.
Okay. So go ahead
and we'll say she's gonna do lightning damage.
Okay. So go ahead and that'll hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Okay, it is. Once more, as this ball of chromatic energy slams into the side of it, Twala, you can feel this thing sort of swaying a little bit on its feet. It is still up, but it is definitely looking in rough shape as the head is wailing back and forth, trying to get a focus as it's just got things coming from every which side. Roars out yet another echoing scream. Anything else Devonay would be doing?
She's gonna move. I'm gonna move her 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna move her over this way to get ready to face these things as they come out of the gate. The Shield Guardian here.
Okay. Okay, and that'll bring us over to Quen.
Oof. This T-Rex looks a little soft. Quen's gonna run up to it and is gonna make a good green flame blade slash with bookmark.
Okay, so that'll hit. So go ahead and roll some damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then I'll do a regular slash with bookmark. That doesn't look like
Okay, so hold on. So the first attack hits as you watch as this Tyrannosaurus starts to collapse to the ground. And as it starts to go down, all of a sudden it whips its head back up and barks out another reverberating cry.
Oh, yes.
This time its eyes focusing down on you, Quen. Your second attack likewise will hit. Just go ahead and roll your damage on that one. Okay. Okay, as you hit with the second attack, it once more begins to fall onto the ground. And collapses in front of you. Twala, do me a favor. Go ahead and make a dexterity save as this thing is now starting to fall forward and you are currently on its back.
Okay. I get advantage, yes? Danger sense?
Yeah, danger sense, yeah.
Alrighty. Thank God.
Okay. So yeah, you are
I only get
okay.
crushed
You
a little.
nope, you actually managed to land just on the other side of Quen as it sort of collapses forward towards Quen. And as it's laying on the ground next to you, Quen, you watch as the side starts to pulse from this Tyrannosaurus.
Side.
And as the stomach ruptures, zombies start pouring out
Ew.
of
Hate
the
that.
side of this creature.
That's gross.
Can I make a reaction on one of them with my pole arm as they come out? I don't know what the ruling is on whether they've entered my threat range.
Technically, they would have already been in it as they were inside the creature.
Oh, that's
They're just
disgusting.
visible now. As this is collapsed, and 3 of these things, as it's collapsed through the slash marks that Bookmark has put in it, they've just torn their way through the rest of the flesh and have stepped out. Bear with me a moment. I have to roll initiative for our new arrivals here.
Great.
I just like imagine like Quen like slashing into this dinosaur thinking that he's gonna be so cool at this, and then these monsters rupture out of its stomach, and then it's like record scratch. Yep, that's me.
How did I get into this situation? 3 days
Well-
earlier?
It all started by getting a really interesting call from a very strange old lady.
So with that, your zombie Tyrannosaurus is down, but you now have a few more friends who have popped up to say hello.
Hello.
Okay, and well, that brings us to you.
All right.
So you've just landed and sort of parkour rolled and stood yourself up on the ground behind Quen, just in time to see these creatures come ripping out of the insides, one of them emerging right beside you.
So he stands up with like a big smile on his face, and he's in the process of going, well struck, whimsical. He sees the zombies come out.
I love that
and
I'm the whimsical one.
to Quinn, I would like to say, to Quinn, he says, as he levels his glaive, whimsical one. In my tribe, we have something called a piñata. We give it to the young ones on the days of their birth. This is like the worst version of that.
Oh, yes, it is.
And I will start attacking with my glaive. So I will make one attack on this guy, and I will do
Okay.
so for advantage. What? Oh, I pushed the wrong button. There we go.
Okay, so that'll hit.
Alright, so there's 7 slashing damage, plus 4 lightning damage.
Okay. And your rage damage is 2 or 3 now.
2 still, I believe.
Okay, so that's 13 points. As you watch as this thing rears back, it is definitely in rough shape. And it is
Alright.
still on its feet at the moment.
Okay, I will use my second. It's in my reach, but Quen is between us. Can I attack this one past
Yeah.
him with my glaive? Okay, I'll make my second attack against that one.
Okay. So that one, actually, that'll hit as well.
Do I get flanking because of Tom Petty?
Either way, it hits. So yeah.
Alrighty, and damage.
Okay.
Quen is so surprised just to see this glaive like whiz by him and strike this zombie that just exploded out. He's very startled right now.
Just too much.
I would be too.
This is such a day already.
As a to finish my turn as a bonus action, I'm going to glaive half the first one.
Okay, and that'll hit as well. So go ahead and roll damage on that one. Okay, you can definitely see the first one is in very rough shape, but it's still on its feet. And that'll bring us over to these, and now seeing the gate is open, this one that was heading south is now going to head up this way and take a swipe at a giant ape. That is a 13. That is 5 points of damage as the zombie comes walking up and this one arm swipes the giant ape.
The giant ape does not notice.
And that will bring us over to King Gizzard, who
Oh, I
has...
do? Oh, okay. Is that a Constitution save?
Thank you, Gizzard. Yes, it's a Constitution check. A save, yes.
Oh no, I should have used
The ape noticed.
advantage.
And you
Inspiration, I
drop
should use it.
form.
Oh
The giant ape vanishes.
no! Do I take the damage or does Solana?
No, the giant ape takes it,
Okay, good.
but you now appear right next to the two zombies.
Okay.
Hibay.
Well, actually, no, we'll say you appear right in the middle, just out of their range.
Thank you.
As you're a 3x3, we'll put you dead center. Okay.
Why did I
T-Rex.
not take 4 damage?
He is dead. So, this one
Alright.
here is...
My turn still.
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh, wow, why did I miss you? I apologize.
You're good.
I'll circle back around to you.
Pure reaction, Giz is going to strike out with his claws and just slash across the front of this ugly looking man.
Okay. That will definitely hit.
When the claw sinks in, he's going to bring it a little bit closer to him and just bite into his neck.
That'll hit as well.
And I'll just spend a key point
Polymorph
to...
isn't a concentration spell,
Flurry.
though.
Is it not?
No.
Polymorph
Oh.
is.
Thought it was.
Conjure Animals is. Polymorph isn't.
I'm almost 100%. Let me
thought
say,
it
let me
was
go to my
regular.
player's handbook. That's the one weakness that whole thingy has.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Good,
Oh, it's not
concentration.
marked
Yeah.
on my thing when I drug it in. I'm sorry, guys.
No, no worries. Always better to make sure. Oh, I was 90% sure that was.
I
Okay,
never
and
would
you-
have cast both of those. I'm really sorry.
Oh, because Conjure Animals is too, yeah.
I didn't know because it wasn't marked on the card, though, when I drug it in.
I didn't think of that. So where you
Sorry.
casted, nope, that's okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to drop Tom Petty because he would have disappeared.
Okay.
But
That's fine. Sorry about
we'll
that.
leave no problem. We'll leave our T-Rex dead.
Okay.
But
Yeah, leave that dead. I'm fine with that. You should- that'll-
I think Quinn did enough damage either way that it would have been dead. The end of Quinn's turn either way. So, and you said what were you doing for your third? You were clawing once,
Flurry of
then
blow.
biting.
Yeah. Flurry of blows. I'm just gonna give it an old elbow into the chest and then
Okay.
attempt to kick its legs.
Okay, so go ahead and so that'll hit. And that'll hit. Okay. So then okay, so as you knock it, it stumbles down for a moment, and then, much like the T-Rex a moment before, the head snaps and turns to look at you. It is definitely in, well, its rough shape as an undead creature can be, but it is now focused on you.
Perfect. That's my turn.
Okay. And speak of the devil, and that brings us to it. And it is going to haul off and take a slam attack at you. And
no.
just is in way too rough shape to even make an effective attack. And that'll bring us over to Melik.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. So he's gonna shout something along the lines of, "What in the fresh, my hometown of hell?" And that is going to become a shatter, which will ping right like here-ish. Get these three boys.
Okay. That's a Constitution save. You'll go 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Okay, so the first one saves. That takes half damage. These two both fail. So actually there is no point. They can't even save against that amount of damage. So those both just completely crumple to the ground.
And then as a bonus, Melik is going to say, "Bearded one, you keep those freaks away from me." And there's some inspiration.
Okay, and that will bring us over to this guy who is right next to Quen.
Ew.
So this one's gonna take a swipe at Quen. And that's a 10. Something tells me that's not gonna hit.
No.
Okay, this one here.
Doesn't it get fire damage
Is-
since Gwen has armor on?
Oh, that's
I
true.
think-
Yeah, I think it's
Is that for more than a round? Oh no, that's
it's
for 10 minutes.
minutes.
Even if
so-
they whip?
Mm-hmm. 2d8
Um,
fire damage.
Hits you with a nope.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Whenever a creature
Okay.
hits you. Yeah, so nothing if they whiff.
Just making sure.
He is in bright light though.
You can see his pores are destroyed.
Ew.
This is the worst like black light image of somebody's face you've ever seen.
Gross.
Horrible. I'm mortified.
Yeah.
Everything I stand against.
So this guy, with the gate being knocked open, is actually going to circle around to come in at Solana.
I'm like, exfoliate, please.
And that is a 13.
Nope.
Listen, let me give you some tips.
Yup.
And okay, that will bring us over to Solana.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. What can I cast, guys? Okay, I'm gonna cast. Let me see what level this is. Okay, I'm gonna cast web, like right, not on me, like around here.
Around where?
Oh, I don't have it. Like around here, so it doesn't get me.
Okay, what's the spacing on web?
It is a 20 by 20 foot cube.
Basic. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. 20 by 20, so that's... Okay. Come on. Okay, and you said you're trying to get like down.
These three, yeah. I can't get that one.
It's a cube. You can get it, but you'd have to get yourself.
Okay, I'll get myself, that's fine. Because I'm just gonna...
Okay.
It's in a difficult terrain. Or am I caught in it?
I
get.
Well,
I'm
know your
such a
spells,
bad
folks. I don't have to
druid.
look up. I should. Molfen doesn't have the spell, so I gotta check. Let's see here. Web, I believe you run the risk of being restraining yourself.
That's fine. I'll make a dex saving throw and try to leave it. I'll probably fail
Let's see here.
it. I'm gonna use my DM's inspiration.
Each creature that starts its turn
I should probably just put it in chat. That would make it easier, right?
It's just like the worst Spider-Man movie ever.
Ooh, some competition though. I don't know.
I gotta make a strength check. Oh, that's even worse for me. That's okay.
He shoots a web once, and then the next 20 minutes of the movie is him trying to like pick off one strand that is like somewhere in his hair and keeps touching his face.
Okay, actually, can I move it down so it doesn't get me? I decided that. That would just
That's
be easier.
Tobey Maguire level right there.
Yep. So
Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. And, yeah, thank you. And so those two are restrained, and then I will try to run away.
oh, okay. So they actually don't make the check until the start of their turn. So as you go to run, the one in front of you is going to be able to make an attack,
Okay,
an opportunity, an attack of opportunity against
that's
you.
fine.
So as you start running, that is an 18.
Oh, that hits. Crap.
Oh, okay, so that is 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the massive Tyrannosaurus corpse in front of you is difficult terrain.
Oh, is it?
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
it's a
back to
massive animal that
Sarah, I
yeah,
hate to
you're
do
sort of
this to you,
crawling
but
over its corpse.
Would you
it's
say
another
that?
concentration spell.
Is it? Because I ran away. I don't have any other spells up.
Yeah, I know, but you took damage.
Oh
You
my
gotta
god,
roll
I
a-
hate you, JJ.
But nobody ever remembers to tell Michael when Molfen has one. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and roll a Constitution save.
Is it? Wait.
It's a DC 10, because you took less than 10 damage, so you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna punch you when I come to Australia. Alright, I'm there. And I'm
Wait
done.
for it.
Okay. That will bring us to this zombie that is right in front of Tuala. So it is going to actually stay right where it is and just start swinging. That's a 15.
That hits.
So that is 5 points of damage as this thing just hauls off and swipes across you.
Okay.
Probably healing.
And then that'll bring us over to Devonay.
Okay. Devaney is gonna. That's not the right tool. He's gonna run up, and she'll flank with Gizzard, and she will make 2 weapon attacks with her scimitar against this dude.
Okay. Okay, so first one hits, so go ahead and roll damage.
Is that a crit? Because she's. Oh,
And she's
wait.
flanking, yeah.
Oh, I still said my name. I got confused. Okay, so scimitar damage.
Okay, so up. She hacks through it once and it starts to stumble down and pulls itself back up, the head snapping to look at Devonay now. Go ahead and
Okay.
make the second attack.
Second attack.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Okay. And with the second attack, she manages to carve through the body and it just collapses to the ground.
Nice.
Anything else Devonay would be doing?
I guess she'll use the rest of her movement to just step here and get into flanking position for this other dude. For Quen.
Okay, so that'll bring up this zombie that is the currently not restrained. That is going to charge after Stellana right up behind you.
Yeah.
As it starts to sort of get to the back of this thing, is going to take a swipe at you as you're running and miss horrendously.
Good.
As it is just can't get to you over the corpse. It's, you know, World War Z just swiping up at you on this corpse. And that'll bring us over to Quen.
Quinn's gonna swipe at this zombie with a green flame blade. Do I get
Okay, that'll definitely hit. So go ahead and roll some damage.
cute?
Okay.
And then
So, let's see
Stupid zombie.
here. Okay. So as Quen cars into that, this one actually collapses on the ground.
I'm gonna take bookmark and then swipe at the second one next to me, next to Chihuahua.
Okay, so that'll hit as well. Let's go ahead and roll damage on that one. Okay. And as that one starts to collapse to the ground, again, it pulls itself back up. Arms sort of hanging limp from where you cut into it. Gaze now turned to focus on you.
Gross. Ew, ew, ew. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Twala.
Alrighty. I'm gonna make a glaive attack recklessly on the guy next to me here. My first attack.
Okay.
Myself advantage. Not that I needed it.
That'll definitely hit, so go ahead and roll some damage.
Alrighty. So there's slashing for the glaive and lightning damage.
Okay. And it,
Oh, plus
As
an
it-
additional 2, sorry.
that mattered. So that is just enough as you carve into this thing and it collapses onto the ground, no longer moving.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna run. And this is difficult terrain, yeah?
Yeah, the corpses.
Okay, so that takes me 35 to get there, which I think I have 40 feet of movement speed. Yep, okay. Alright, so I can get there without dashing. Is that, like, can I get in there? Is that portion of the gate open?
Yeah, the gate's completely shattered inward. Solana was sort of pressed up against it and then decided to become a giant ape, which just ripped the gate apart.
Okay, I'm gonna take my second attack against this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Okay, there's damage. I'll throw a glaive haft at him
Still
too.
on its feet. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll that. It is definitely looking very rough, but it is still on its feet at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, and that'll bring us to this zombie that's starting its turn in this web has to make a dex save or be restrained.
I thought it was a string.
Well, it's a strength to break out if it's
Oh.
actually restrained.
Okay.
So it is restrained, so it's going to use its action to try to break out. Nope, it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
That ends its turn. That brings us to Gizzard.
Go, Gizzard.
Alright. Gizzard's gonna nonchalantly walk up to this creature that's currently in Solana's web. And as he does, as he's walking, look, I don't know the physiological aspects of lizard folk, but I'm assuming that they're somewhat snake-like. So Gizzard would like to dislocate his jaw just to give him the most open breadth possible.
Because we needed
stick his
more
whole- stick his whole mouth over the head of the zombie in the webbing.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Rancid root. Hey.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Just continues chomping with the head of the zombie in his mouth.
Gross.
Okay, well, hold on. So the first hit, as you chomp down on the head and neck, the teeth almost cutting through the neck completely, you hear from inside your own mouth.
Ew.
The most horrifyingly awkward sensation as you bite a second time.
That is just
Come on, save.
Disgusting.
If that rolled or not.
Oh.
There it goes.
So for
As you bite
flavor,
into it a second time.
I ripped the head off.
Good.
Just swallow the head. And yeah, that's fine. Oh, actually, I got a bonus action. Can I do
Yep.
a flurry of blows
Come on.
the the zombie to my north east?
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
All right. As I'm swallowing this head, I just throw out 2 quick legs.
No Digitio, he did not think about food safety.
No, he really didn't. Okay, first one will hit.
And it is horrifying.
Okay, and second one misses, but it is still on its feet as you kick it the first time, and again it stumbles forward a little, in that same slow, unsteady wobble as it rights itself.
The head's getting like stuck in my gullet a little bit, so it throws me off my second kick.
I wish I had not seen that.
Two.
That's my turn.
Okay. Luckily for Melik, there's a massive T-Rex corpse in the way
Yeah,
that
I
has
know.
prevented Melik from watching Gizzard just do this.
Solanosaurus.
Yeah, you're standing on top. You and Tuala definitely just watched Gizzard swallow a zombie head whole.
Ew.
I mean, acting is all about reacting and all that, and it's hard for me to stay in character even after I heard that. Like, at least let me feel a chill wind of a bad omen.
Do a disturbance in the force.
Yeah,
Something gross just happened somewhere.
something horrifying. I guess at this point, I'm just gonna shoot that one. The one next to Solana.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check, because it's not on top with her.
Oh, okay, I was
Just to see-
wondering.
Yeah, just to see if you can, we'll see if you can see it back there.
No, I don't see it.
You can heal me.
No.
Can I see Solana?
Oh yeah, she's up on the top. She's cresting this thing trying to get away.
Okay, hey Solana, are we done yet?
Nope. Nope. Almost,
Alright.
nope, but nope.
Well, I mean, in the meantime, I guess take that.
Thanks.
Good job, everybody, doing your jobs. I guess that's my turn. I ain't going anywhere.
Okay. That'll bring us back over to Solana.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the one next to me and do something really cool, but I don't know what yet. I should have thought that. I guess does necrotic damage to the undead? Would I know this?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, kind of. Oh yeah. Okay.
You don't think that they're specifically immune to necrotic damage?
Oh no, man, I can't do that. Stupid Solana, you don't have anything. I'm just gonna hit it with my quarterstaff.
Alrighty then. That will hit, so go ahead and roll some damage.
Okay.
Okay, as you slam the quarterstaff into it, and again it crumples down, and you can hear his bones crack as it starts to right itself and stand back up.
I was afraid of that. And I'll bonus action heal myself. No, not cure wounds. Heal wounds. There we go. And that's it.
Okay. That will bring us over to Devonay, who is currently standing on one side of a massive T-Rex corpse, looking at Solana standing up and just seeing Solana sort of waving her quarterstaff down at something.
I'm gonna have Devonay hold her initiative and ready in action. Ready a scimitar strike if anything clambers up over this T-Rex and out towards the exit of the gate.
Oh, okay. That will bring us over to this zombie that's going to, once more from where it is, take a swipe up at Solana.
Not you. Oh, that doesn't hit me. Thank you.
Alrighty then. So that'll end its go, and that brings us over to Quen. You're in a similar boat to Devon A, as you're just seeing Solana just waving the quarterstaff, trying to hit something down beyond outside of your line of sight.
Yeah. Quen's gonna Misty Step over the T-Rexosaur. It's gonna pop up right here, and is gonna do a green flame blade to this zombie guy.
So Misty Step requires you to have line of sight, right?
I don't remember. I don't know.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's 30 feet that you can see.
That
So
I
you
can
could get up
see.
onto the top. So literally on top of this entranceway, which is about 15, 20 feet up in the air. You could Misty Step up to there and shoot something. If you have like a crossbow or cantrip that you could cast for a ranged attack. Down at this one on the ground, but you wouldn't be able to see through that entranceway.
Okay. So I Misty Step up there, and then can I acrobatics my way down?
Oh, yeah,
And then, like,
it's a ladder. You can go down the ladder. It would take, like I said, it's about 15, 20 feet up, so it would be 20 feet to get down. You'd still have 10 feet of movement left once you're,
Okay.
if you get down to that point, you've still got 10 feet left. Assuming you have a 30-foot movement.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I just thought that ladder looked like it was going down to the ground. Is that where that monster zombie is?
Yes, under
Yep.
the portcullis.
Oh, it's underneath.
Yeah, it's literally, you'd have to go down to the ground. It's on the ground level.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna shoot at it with my longbow then.
Oh, okay. So that'll hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Nice shot.
And then, is it still kicking?
It's still kicking. It's still
Okay.
pulling away, trying to get out of the
I'm
web.
gonna shoot it again. And
Okay, and that'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage again.
oh, okay. Nice.
Okay. And it is still on its feet. Still can't move. What?
Can't get it yet, but soon. Please look forward to it. That's my turn.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Twala.
Okay. I'm gonna move to flanking position with Solana, and I'm just gonna dump all three of my attacks into this guy in one shot, and
Okay.
try and make sure he can't make his save, and then he friggin' stays down. So I'll attack recklessly on my first one.
Okay. That'll hit.
Alrighty. Here's glaive damage. And lightning damage.
That's 16, and then 2, so that's 18.
I will attack with my second one and use my Bardic Inspiration. Add a D6, D8.
Yep, D8.
The D8 to
to-
that.
I'm going to roll this just because the only way it's even making it with the first is if it crits. Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't even get through. As you come down with the second time, you hit it once as it starts to go, you start to swipe through the second time and just cleave it in half.
I like peek up over the corpse of the T-Rex over to where Melik is off in the distance, and I just go,
So we're done now?
one more!
Alright, okay.
And I turn around and I run over to this guy. And I will smack him with the back end of the glaive. No, I won't. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Isn't he
Oh,
already
okay.
restrained?
He's already restrained in the web that Twala has just charged headfirst into as well.
I'm
So,
not
go
gonna
ahead.
that. Let's.
Go ahead and make a dexterity save. I mean, great, did you have advantage because the danger sense
Advantage.
anyway, but
13.
what's your DC, Solana?
15.
So I
So-
have disadvantage, right? Because I'm restrained.
You're restrained, yeah.
I'm still
So
gonna try.
it's-
Still gonna try and get him.
So it's disadvantage versus disadvantage.
Okay.
Double
I
disadvantage.
just like run into it like. What are these ridiculous? Who put this here?
You should have seen them! They're bright white, they're giant spider webs! You didn't see that?
Gotta beat an 8.
Strength, right?
Yep.
Ooh, and I'm raging, so 19.
Hey! So you now have it grappled.
Yeah, so I just clamp both of its arms to the side of its like to its sides and try and hold it out at like an arm's length so that it can't bite me.
Okay.
Someone cut its head off. That's my turn.
Digitio, you are absolutely
Yeah.
right. That is very ambiguous phrasing. If something clambers over the T-Rex, that phrasing could include Solana. And honestly, the way this turned out, I wouldn't put it past her. So that could include me. Very, very astute.
Well, I will allow the player controlling Devaney to decide whether or not Devaney would shoot Solana for making them come here in the first place. In the meantime, though, this zombie is going to try to make some manner of slam attack because it really can't get much leeway. It is literally just going to try to headbutt you. At disadvantage, yeah, that's a 10, so you have got this thing well off enough that as it's trying, it's just... And that'll bring us over to King Gizzard.
Alright. Same deal. Just gonna slowly begin to walk over. He's looking at Koala grapple this thing, and he's just gonna be like,
Thank you for making this easier for me.
and Koala, you see the jaw disconnect again. Just drop and envelop the head of this zombie that you're grappling.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, Digitio.
Suffice to say you've got advantage on this. It's restrained and grappled and... Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, as you crunch down on the neck, it is not enough to get through it the first shot. You make your second, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And as you bite down further, you can hear the... Oh!
Oh, I missed it.
It's still kicking, though.
This
I'm
is
gonna
the
spend-
worst.
Yeah,
This is the worst thing.
zombie
Just
in
end
the
the
throat. That's the
Flurry
name
of
of
blows.
this episode.
I'm just gonna like, kind of, I don't know, I guess like punch it in the chest area to try and loosen the head a little bit.
Okay, so that'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Okay, so as you hit it once, it's that same groaning you can... Twala, this is very disconcerting looking as you can hear this thing groaning and writhing in your arms. As,
Tuala's like,
okay, last shot.
Tree monster, what are you doing?
Tree demon, did your parents not teach you to chew your food? Oh!
It is still
Oh my god.
writhing. Its head in your throat. Gizzard, go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Oh my goodness gracious.
If it means anything, I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
That's it.
This is terrible.
It's a good thing is at the moment you can't move. Its
15
head
minutes.
it's in your throat. And you are basically, we'll say you're considered grappled at the moment as this thing's head is half in your throat, your jaws underneath its chin.
Melik. Kill it.
That is my turn.
Melik, at this point you can hear Tuala shouting at something at Gizzard. You assume Gizzard as you're hearing him shout, "Chew your food."
Yeah,
It
yet
sounds
another
like something's
even
going a little,
chillier breeze is running over the back of Melik's neck. And hearing Tuala, I feel like Melik has spent enough time with Gizzard at this point that whatever's happening behind that dino is grosser than the dino. So, Solana, how about now?
Still went up, but
about 6
it's in
seconds.
Gizzard's mouth again.
Nope, we're good. Okay, cool. You just
Fanciful one, do not look. Your delicate constitution can't handle this. Stay there.
What he said. Huh? Stay there. You don't want to see this.
Yep, probably not. Alright. Alright, you know what? For the first time in my life, I'm gonna take the advice of others. And, that'll be it for my turn. I don't want any part of it.
Good idea.
Okay, so it'll bring us to Solana.
Oh god. Is it the one next to me still up?
Oh, nope, sorry, I forgot to,
Okay. Okay, Solana's gonna bravely go over here and just kind of hit it. Oh wait, somebody pull your legs. Okay, I'll pull Gizzard's legs, and I'll try to rip him off the top of the.
Oh, can I aid with that because I've got its arms? Can I pull in the opposite direction?
Sure, go ahead and make either strength or athletics check, Solana, with advantage, as Tuala is trying to help you out here.
I'd like to reiterate that I've got a firm grip on this. So I do not want to let go of the head.
Then why'd you say somebody pull my legs?
I want the head to come with me.
Okay, as you start to pull and you feel Gizzard clamp down more, we'll make this. Okay, Zombie's gonna beat your athletics with its Constitution save to keep its head on.
Okay.
Let's see what we get. As you start pulling on Gizzard's legs, and you hear the jaw working, refusing to let go of that head, 2, 3 seconds goes by, and then the head bops off as Gizzard comes back. Solana, go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Can I make a Constitution save and Sig's gonna vomit?
Sure, make both.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You feel the urge to regurgitate, but
Stay
manage
there,
to hold
Melik.
it in.
Stay
He
there.
never feels the urge to regurgitate.
He must be very popular with the boys.
And
It's a
Yes.
family-friendly show, isn't it? I shouldn't say anything like that.
Melik, stay over there.
and with that, you guys are out of initiative.
Oh my god.
With Gizzard eating, what was that, 3 heads?
Three
You
heads.
see, like, the big head-shaped ball just, like, sail from his neck into his midsection and just begin to settle on the stomach.
Okay, I dropped Constitution on this web thing.
Devaney is like, I'm surrounded by animals, and she's gonna go back to the boat.
I'm gonna go check on the animals. Do I see the birds?
I want to be alone.
So as you guys head into the camp, those of you who are, and start looking around, Devaney, you see what remains of...
Devaney.
Sorry, Solana, you see the remains of 4 goats.
Aw, the goats
Oh,
died, guys.
Ooh,
One
are
of
there
them
bones there?
looks to have been bitten clear in half. You've got the hindquarters remaining. The other 3 have various human-sized,
Oh,
festering bite
It's
marks.
the goats that Okay, I thought the goats caused the sickness, but this. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go pillage a tent.
Yep.
Okay.
Can Gizzard go harvest some bones? I'm gonna go make some javelins for Tuala out of the goat
Yeah,
bone.
go ahead and make a survival check. Should be easy enough between the T-Rex, the zombies, the goats. Oh yeah, you easily can come across, we'll say enough to probably make between all of them, probably 5 or 6 different, 5 or 6 javelins.
Nice.
Sweet.
So, what you guys were looking for earlier, I remember chalk off the top of my head. That's easy enough to find here.
Half plate.
Half plate, no, you won't. Actually, give me a second. Let me check and see what.
Poisoner's kit. Magical staff for Tuvala.
A magical staff?
Yeah,
What?
that's what we're looking for.
No, it was some better studded armor for Quinn.
Okay, just give me a second here. I gotta find. I can't remember what old what's his name was
right.
wearing.
I have
Yeah,
javelins.
it's finally.
Let's see.
Inventory.
Oh, I don't really want to do this, but should I burn the goats in case they come back to life?
Zombie goats.
That's what did you
Well, I'm harvesting goats as you speak. So.
Okay, so go eat the goats.
Okay.
So I'll go check this one out.
Give me a second. I'm just trying to see if I've got what's his name in here.
Oh, the leader of the camp?
No, the leader of the camp had a breastplate on him, not, let's see. Let me check the other one. I'm just checking the people who were in here.
Oh, there was a baby
Okay.
African Bob.
There is you find the corpse of a dwarf that has some splint mail on him. There's a rather badly masticated human corpse also wearing splint mail. It's missing most of the head.
Does that help to all?
And I just look at the guards. I think the guards were all
You said that dude had a
regular.
breastplate?
No, he had split mail.
No, the 2 others had splint mail. There was. Let me go back over to the actual Lord Breakbone, who was such a big fan of Devaney's when you guys were here. Come on, guy. It's just not pulling up for me. Oh, there he is. Yes, he had a breastplate on.
Oh, he did have that.
That will help me if that can be recovered.
Okay.
That will increase my armor class by 1. Will bring me up to a 16.
Okay.
That's better than me.
It's better than 15.
Yeah. Yeah, the splint mail one was dwarf and one was human, correct, Malik?
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
can't
put
wear-
2 split nails in the Fabio.
Yep, just make sure you put a D beside one and an H beside the other because they are very different sizes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking we might have to kind of jerry-rig those 2 together to fit Rockman, but who knows?
I can't.
Well,
That's heavy armor. I can't wear that anyway.
Oh, okay.
The breastplate I could, because that's medium.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna see what else they've got in here. So yeah, chalk's easy enough. You found that. Okay.
Any perfume?
Yeah.
No, nothing in here for that.
No clothes.
No, most of these.
Any money?
Nope. It seems for the most part, most of the camp wasn't here when these things attacked.
Oh,
Hmm.
I wonder where they went.
So as you're looking around through the most of the supplies, most of the food and stuff in here appears to be rotten. Looks like they haven't been here in probably a week or so.
Can
You do find-
I?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to ask if I could look around for an alchemy kit, maybe in some kind of supplies they may have.
Yeah, so go ahead, both you and Melik make investigation checks for the items you're looking for.
I sent you the what I'm trying to do with
Yep.
the chalk that he got. So I don't know how much, like how many of that thing I can make out of what I find.
And I am going to use my DM's inspiration for my investigation check. Ha,
Ooh,
sick.
Nice.
okay, sick.
Okay,
Dang.
so
I want
as
it.
and you weren't gonna find it without that at this
Oh,
camp.
wow.
This is a military camp. They don't typically keep that crap around, but hey,
There is one
No, it's-
weirdo here.
as you're looking around and you go in, you're actually in this tent here that Tuala's standing in front of. As you're looking around, it appears to be a medic's tent.
Ooh.
And you find a couple of beds, what appear to be torn off bandages and wrappings for wounds, and in a small little, looks to be cabinet, you managed to find a poisoner's kit.
Was it a total bust?
Quen, as you're looking around, trying to find an alchemy kit or anything like that, doesn't seem like they had anything like that here.
One day, I was hoping maybe me and Solana could work together and make a perfume. That sounds nice.
Yes. Petrichor.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite scent. Don't even go there.
Oh. We got a lot of that here.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, as you guys are looting through, anything else you're doing with at Camp Vengeance?
Were we looking for a tent also?
Oh yeah, we were looking for a tent. Can we take one of these tents or two of these tents?
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking at these tents here.
Okay, I'll get out of the tent and go look at the tents.
Okay, as you're sort of looking them over, you get the feeling that they'd probably do okay for a little bit,
Oh no.
but they're not. The tents you guys picked up in Port Nyanzaru are better quality leather. These are made of their regular fabric tent.
What about Quartermaster tent?
So,
Number 6. What's that made out of?
and same, it's a canvas tent. So as you're looking at it, it's sturdy canvas. It's made pretty good. But as you're looking at the base of the tents around the sides, you can see mold starting to creep in and grow on it.
Well, they were dumb. They're in a jungle. Hey Gizzard, can you make tents?
I'm not there right now.
Where are you?
I'm distracted by the goats.
Oh yes, you are. I forgot. Okay.
These jabbies. Is there like an interior portion to them at all?
No, it's literally just
Just like a platform.
just pillars up and a platform on top. They just seem to be very basic watchtowers.
Is there anything in
Okay.
5 that I have to investigate, or did we get all the good stuff?
Let's see what.
It's weird that we can go
Let's
under those
find
things.
out here. I think you guys are picked most of what would have been in here. Yeah, so those are just the medical tents.
Okay.
So as you look there, you see much the same as what Malik saw up to the top.
Okay.
And a bunch of like torn bandages that are along the ground. Looks
Mm.
to be old dried blood stained on them.
Gross. Okay.
Um,
Any healers kits?
Nope.
Oh.
Tuala would at least like take a cursory lap around the interior of this, kind of like calling out, like in case anybody was alive and is hiding in here somewhere. The monsters are dead. If anyone has not been murdered, now's
As you
your chance.
Has anyone told you you have great bedside manner?
Yes.
Thought so.
that as you loop through, you don't get any response.
All of the soldiers here were terrible warriors and died horribly.
Figured. Good. Good on you for not dying like a horrible soldier. Alright. Hey, Gizzard, how are those goats? Good?
They are dead.
Good. Can you make a leather tent?
That is a good question. What is a tent?
It is what you sleep under at night.
I don't sleep under anything
Can I have your
except a
tent?
blanket of trees.
That's nice. Can I have your tent? You know that leather thing you carry on your back and apparently never use?
I don't have a tent.
Okay. Could you make a tent?
In a tent.
I feel like
I've
we're going
never-
in circles here.
At this point, Malik has walked over at this point and is like, okay, Solana, I've patched up tents before. Gizzard and I can work together to construct one. If he wants to help, we'll get the tents done. We picked the place clean. Let's get out of here. I want to head back to our current camp.
I
Grab
love.
something real quick.
Don't get me wrong. I love bunking with Quinn, but he insists to be the big spoon, and I'm not comfortable with it because he's a 13-year-old boy.
It's an interesting character choice you made for Quinn right there, but in any case,
Yeah, that's left field. He's only like a big spoon like every fourth night, okay?
Okay, only every fourth night he's the big spoon, but it's a weird kind of pattern, don't you think?
yeah, but I didn't ask for your opinion on your current situation. I just came to tell you that I would make some tents, so let's get on.
Okay.
What is a big spoon?
Gizzard, we'll talk about it on the way. I got something I need to go get.
Tuala just looks at Gizzard and kind of like shrugs, walks out after everybody else.
Oh man. You picked like the most clueless, manliest characters to be you guys, by the way. Like,
I'm a lizard.
Solana, we need to talk about Clueless.
hey, I do not sound like you think I sound, Mr. Loot Man.
You know what?
His impression was funny.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't funny at all. I was crying inside. I mean, you guys are all mean, and I huff off.
Were those shoes done? Or did I mess them up so badly that I have to
You
spend
needed
money?
one more. Still in them
You're-
clogs.
Yeah, you're muted.
I dance on the Tyrannosaurus Rex a little before we leave.
Is he still muted?
No, I'm back.
No, Matthew.
No.
Like me, Matt. Oh, I was like, I'm the one that's muted, obviously.
No, it's yeah. So you do need one session, Mang,
Alright.
but you got a little more work to do. So as you guys get back to the canoe and start heading, continuing along, because you've traveled about an hour and a half south from where you initially set camp.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did we go back to the original camp and then get in the canoe?
Yeah.
No, you guys brought the canoe down.
Oh, okay.
Because it would have been about a 4-hour walk, but only about an hour and a
Okay.
half in canoe.
So there was no grifting. That was good, right?
Yeah.
We did not pay for any of the supplies that we acquired. Is that not the purpose of the grifting?
I guess.
I mean,
they
it's about the
grifted.
journey, man. But yeah, I guess.
Ah,
Whatever. I got the
we are
thing that I
successful
wanted.
grifters.
Yes, you are. But it's on to the next one. As they say. Oh. God, that would have been so funny.
So are you guys continuing south, or
Yeah.
is there a specific reason you wanted to go back to the other camp, Malik, or?
I'm sure I'll find more of what we found there at the camp that I can harvest later.
Oh. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Are you poisoning all of
Okay.
us, Melik? Slowly?
So you guys continue along your way? I don't seem to run into any other problems for the remainder of the day.
Okay. That was a big problem.
That's, you seem to have gotten your big issue out of the way. As the day turns to evening, you guys start to prep to make camp for the evening. And evening passes for you. No events either. Gizzard, I'm assuming you want to make another check?
Absolutely.
Okay, fire away.
Still not great.
Okay. You've got the shoes completed. The work at the end, you're a little concerned with some of your final stitching for aesthetically speaking. But you've got the padding in them. You're happy they're comfortable, and they are literally form-fitted for Melik's feet.
I'll go to Malik and hand them over.
If they are not to your satisfaction, I can work on them a little bit. But here they are.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it, and he is going to try them on. And should I even,
It's with you helping him at the beginning. There's really no check even. I mean, this is form-fitted perfection.
oh my gosh, and, just, frolicking and, pouncing from, one ball change to another, oh my god, these are perfect! The gel insoles are beautiful! Ah! Wonderful, well done, Gizzard!
Oh, gel insoles. Jeez, you broke me.
By the way, a big spoon is when you put your whole mouth over another person's head. Try it on a friend sometime. Bye!
Noted. So Quen puts his head on... Wait, his mouth over Solana's head every fourth night. Interesting.
Talk with
Sorry,
him
folks.
about it.
I think we've left the PG-13 part of our show behind at this point.
Oh, come on. It's not weird unless you make it.
That's going in.
I
one
think
of the
we
left
left
books
weird
left.
after the third zombie he swallowed whole.
I think he's sick. Is he alright in the head?
Well, he's got 3 more in his stomach, so if this one ain't right, we can all just pull one out of his stomach
Yeah,
and try
yeah.
that one on for
Right.
size.
On right.
Melik.
So is anything anyone be doing during the evening tonight?
Melik is going to ask Solana to, hey, Solana.
Yeah.
Alright, so Griff today didn't exactly go as planned, but was successful. Do you mind if I ask you for a favor?
Sure.
I'm looking for some of those tri-colored flowers, like the ones that ate Gizzard's face today. Would you mind helping me look for some?
Sure. Why do you... Sure.
Great!
Are you trying to kill us?
No!
Oh, good.
No,
Okay.
really not. No, I need you guys, otherwise I'd die.
Okay, good.
At least until we get into town.
Herbalism or nature or survival?
So you guys are going off to look for this now?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check with advantage as you guys are working together on it. Okay,
While
so
they
as
doing
they
that.
disappear off into the jungle, Gizzard, what is...
Either that should not be 8, but I'm not there. So.
Gizzard's gonna share this new life lesson with Tuala.
So I found out what a big spoon was. Malik told me. It is when you have a friend and you put your mouth over their head, like I did with the zombies today.
Is the zombie your friend?
Sure.
Can this not be canon?
I think it's confusing too.
The customs of these outlanders are upsetting.
They are strange folk.
Dave, I'm getting you back for that somehow, some way. Okay.
And Tuala begins like in the dirt in the campsite. Like he gets like a stick, and he starts sketching out rough like cave drawing images of like. You can see him trying to figure out like the mechanics of like how somebody with a non-dislocatable jaw would engulf someone else's entire head with their mouth.
Magic.
Lennon, please tell them it was a joke. Lennon, please tell them it was. Lennon,
It was a joke.
there you go. Good. Good. Anyone?
Is there a bug with water?
So while this is all going on, we jump back over to Solana and Melik, who have wandered off into the jungle seeking their tricolored flower. So it takes you guys a good about an hour and a half, but you do manage to find one. And you can see it's about 20-25 feet away from you.
Okay. Go for it.
Awesome. Oh, wait. I would, but I feel like you would probably know better how to harvest them. Do you mind helping?
Okay.
Great, thanks. Let's see. Which part of this has the poison in it? Do you know?
Herbalism kit does.
Perfect.
I think. Would that be herbalism kit?
So, well, what are you trying to discern?
Which part is poisonous and which is not?
Yeah, which part do I need to get the juice out of? Or rather, do I need
if-
Solana to get the juice out of for me?
Okay. So we'll say go ahead and make a nature check, Solana. Okay. So looking at it, you know that two of the flowers are poisonous, the red and the orange.
Do we have to stare at the screen for 10 seconds? The red and the orange! Yay!
You did it!
You did it!
Alrighty, cool. And I'm guessing this poisoner's kit has little like vials and stuff in it. Melik is gonna hand some of those to Solana and ask her to grab those flowers for me.
You grab those flowers for you.
I just want to get the best materials possible, and I just feel like you have a better grasp on it.
Fine. Now what do I roll? It's not. Okay.
Oh,
Fine.
okay.
Gee whiz.
I don't think I can even insight out of that.
Probably. Well, it's,
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, Malik. You're so clever.
So that would be, well, okay. You would be aware that these things are, well, I won't say sentient, but they are reactionary to your presence. Are you trying to sneak up on this, or are you just charging in and
Okay, so
trying to
I'd be
grab it?
aware that they're sentient. I would try to.
You know that they react to you. I don't want to say sentient. It's not like you go, hey, what's up?
Okay, Malik, do you want me to speak to them and ask them to sacrifice their lives for you?
I'm gonna guess the answer is gonna be no, so skip that step.
Okay, I'll sneak.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'll cast
You can
Pass
do
Without a
it.
Trace.
You got it. Oh, I was just gonna give you inspiration.
Oh,
too,
okay,
if you
I'll
wanted
take
it, but-
inspiration instead.
Okay.
Roll that D8.
So go
buddy.
ahead, yep,
Okay.
roll that d8. And pray for high numbers.
Yeah, no,
Girl.
no, I should've.
Okay.
Champion.
I should've.
So as a okay,
Don't
so
attack me.
you get right up next to it. Which flower are you trying to?
The orange one.
Okay, so go ahead and make a survival check.
Man, I wish I had
Okay, so-
advantage on some of these rolls.
So as you're starting to as you're starting to harvest some of the nectar from within the flower, I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. Oh yeah, I am really good at that.
Yeah, so you are okay at the moment.
Excellent.
You managed to get yourself one vial of, we'll call it orange tri-flower nectar.
There you go, Malik. You write that down.
All right. Practicing my writing.
Do you need the red one too, or just the?
There's also the yellow that you're not as familiar with.
Oh, yellow. I
I
have
don't
no
think
idea what it does. In fact, so good luck with that.
That's exciting. Go for it.
No, you go for it. Oh crap! I'm persuaded, aren't I?
It's Melik made a really strong argument for why you were the better person to do it.
You're right, Malik. I should
Again,
go
it's-
for it. Is that survival again?
And yep.
You got it.
Yellow.
Wow, okay, you managed to pull up even easier.
Okay.
As you're doing it though, need you to make a dexterity save this time.
Malik, this is so much fun.
Okay,
I agree.
as you're moving in, you get a tiny bit of it on your finger. It burns something fierce.
Ow! Yellow and burns. Yellow and burns. Yellow and burns.
As you look, you can see some of the ichor and muck that had been on your finger from dealing with the zombies earlier in the day is actually dissolved off your finger. You can tell this has a very extreme corrosive effect.
Okay, well, there you go.
Basically, hydrogen peroxide. It's just cleaning off the bad stuff. Don't worry about it.
Okay. How long does
More to go.
persuasion last? Are you gonna help me and give me some of these arrows later? No, I don't trust you with that answer either.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. You're going to your home in a handbasket.
Okay, and are you going for the red or are you guys
You
done?
want me to go for the red or are you done?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How many vials of yellow did she get?
One of each.
Okay, great.
Okay, so you get this one, and this one I need you to make a strength save.
Oh no. Oh yes. Well, I see one.
And as you're reaching and you're harvesting the nectar, much like you saw happen to Gizzard just earlier, it tries to snap and wrap itself around your hand. Managed to pull your hand out quick enough to get away. And this is a vial of red Trifrond nectar.
There you go.
So you have one of each.
Thank you muchly.
You should put some of that on arrows, because Tom Petty gives you arrows too.
Cool. That I didn't think of that before. Thank you for the suggestion.
And give me some.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I hate you, secretly inside.
So as you guys start heading back to camp for the remainder of the evening, is there anything anyone else would be doing before they turn in for the night?
I want to play my flute again.
Good luck. My goodness!
I think you rolled a 9.
Specifically,
and
like I wait to hear them coming back, and then he tries to play the flute again.
I'm gonna try to make some arrows. Cause I've got like 21 sticks of wood.
I can do
Okay.
that for you if you like.
So is
Okay.
We can do that for you if you like.
Solana seems to be doing pretty good on her own.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna
She's
get
working through
mother
it.
hen to the egg.
Okay. So as you guys get back together for the evening, set up your watches for the night. Oh, and actually, Digitio, real
Oh,
quick,
yeah.
you said Nat 20. Who are you trying to pull that on? Was that for Tuala or for Solana? I missed that in chat at first. This may change a whole lot.
Lana
I'm
was
gonna
the
give
one with
them
the
a
flower. Oh, not 20.
Yeah, and then he said, ooh, Nat 20. I'm not sure what you was going for. So we're going to give Digitio a second because I know the chat's a couple of moments behind due to the delay. See what we hear.
Oh, for the
That was a performance roll. Okay, do we have anyone else still in chat that wants to second this?
I
I'll
think
second.
Floppy was
I'll
in
second.
chat earlier.
We need somebody else in chat.
Yeah, I'll quickly log into chat.
I think
Hold on.
Digitio is the only one actively chatting right now, so we're going to give chat a couple of moments, given it's almost the end of the night.
The adorable left earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll give chat a moment. Yes, actually, given it's just about time for us to call in for this evening's session, and it seems like chat's a little slower with Digitio being the only real active one in chat, we're going to go ahead and award that Nat 20 to Tuala's performance roll. So as Tuala hears Melik and Solana starting to come back, Melik, immediately you are transfixed. This is the most beautiful flute you have heard in weeks.
Oh my god.
Everything's coming up, Melik.
As you follow the sound and find yourselves walking back into camp to see Tuala sitting there with his flute and the noise coming from him.
Who learned how to play it? That's amazing. Do you mind if I jam?
Yes. And I hold up one hand. I broke one of my fingers falling off the T-Rex earlier, and he holds up his hand, and his pinky is like at a 90-degree angle. It seems to be helping me play.
You know? Weirdly, I believe it. Do you mind if I play with you really quick? I mean, I don't know the traditional songs, but I can noodle with you. Do a little improv.
Yes, I shall play for you a song of my tribe.
Can I jam?
Stop, my people.
So as Melik, go ahead and make a performance roll to join in with him. We're going
He's
to let...
sitting there with the egg, and as the music starts picking up, he was hugging it, but now he's like tapping on it like a bongo.
No, I actually have bongos. So.
There you go, I'm joining in with Solana.
As all this is going on, you guys are getting quite the little jam session going on here.
All right.
You're,
Go wait,
Long
hang
stretch
on.
with the egg.
There's,
Look at us jamming.
know.
Devin, what do you got? Devin doesn't have anything.
I've got a Sean.
Matt,
She can play the Sean.
Can I use the egg as like a drum?
Sure. Go ahead and
Alright, inspiration. Use my inspiration.
okay.
Not too great.
Hopefully,
So-
but
So as you guys are getting this this nice steady jam going along, all of a sudden, every couple of minutes, you hear from Gizzard just a couple of random, just a little offbeat, little off of.
at this point, though, it's just that's it.
Yeah, it's cool.
As you guys continue through the night, the music comes to a close, and everyone turns in, takes their watches, and turns into bed. And night seems to be progressing smoothly for some of you when one of you sits up with a start, eyes bolt awake. And that's where we'll leave it for next week.
Ah! No!
Say like who, like, or if someone else is holding their eyes open for them.
You'll find out next week.
No!
Oh no.
Damn it. Damn it.
Now, before we disappear for this evening, we gotta make sure we take care of the Nat 20 for next week. Now, where Devonay was awarded one, it's still you guys as well. So we're gonna award a second one for next week. Because everyone voted for Devonay for this week. So think of what everyone did throughout the evening.
Gizzard.
I'm
those
going to toss out a vote for Tuala for the pinata comment.
Yes, that was. But Gizzard
This
for
is like
the
that, but
throat.
much worse.
I had, so I have 2 honorable mentions. I vote tonight. My first honorable mention was Solana for when Gizzard was chewing off the heads, the noises. My second honorable mention is Gizzard for the heads, and he almost had it, but my final vote goes to the person who had an honorable mention and then like knocked in another one at the end of the session to get 2. That's why they get my vote, and that's Melik. The first thing was when he was imitating Solana, and he went plants, plants, plants. I had to mute my mic because I was laughing too hard. And then the big spoon thing, which will be forever. This will never end. And he has given us a gift that shall continue for every session until the end of time.
Explain this to me. How do you put Solana's head in your mouth?
Whoa.
That's
So
a
Melik
lot
gets my vote
of
for
it.
the night.
Now we're gonna have to rectify this.
Okay, Solana, Melik, Gizzard, anyone else
Gizzard
want to
for
chime in?
actually putting the zombies in his mouth, because that was gross. And then hearing them like moan like "Arr," and still hanging on there, that was very disgusting.
Just imagine how it sounded in his head hearing this
Ew.
come from his mouth.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I got all the vibrations.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a internal body massage.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, Gizzard had it for me this week just because when Quinn opened up that dino and all the dudes ran out, I was like, cool, 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 cool. I love horror stuff, and I can't remember anything that would be as nasty as what I'm picturing in my head. And then Gizzard took it up a notch, which I
Yes.
did. It went to a 12, and I thought 11 was where it stopped. So that's what got it for me this week, was the feeling of never wanting to eat again.
Oh, did you feel incompetent?
Also, the random fishing suggestion at the very beginning was like, I was like, that's out of the blue and delightful.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta put my vote for that. I love that. It was just, and everyone for the Jungle Family Band at the end.
Yeah, that was. That should be our name, our group name, like the Mighty Nine, the Jungle Family.
Jungle Family Band.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple for
Thanks,
couple for
chat.
Melik, couple for Solana, couple for Gizzard.
Did anyone check
Okay,
chat?
I think. Yeah, that's I'm in chat right now.
Yeah, thanks,
So
chat.
Digitio's got Melik, Clopity saying Solana the Ape. And welcome, Clopity. I didn't get a chance to say that earlier. We were engrossed. And
Yeah, Jungle
what
Hungry.
I think tonight, as much as Gizzard inspired it, I think I got to go with Tuala and Digitio's first comment on Melik organizing the Camp Vengeance fleecing.
Oh, the grift.
And
Yeah.
yeah, the grift and the big spoon.
Scam.
So Melik, you will have a nat 20 for next week, as well as Devaney on her return. Everyone else will have DM's inspiration.
Yes, thank you. Please
Then,
continue to give me gifts for being a dick on this show.
No,
It's-
don't encourage
We're rewarding
it.
his bad behavior.
Yeah, don't encourage it.
We must. This is too perfect. This is. It's literally I mean, it's Melik. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. It's like the never-ending pinata.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't like that comparison.
Except in our universe, pinatas are full of corpses.
Yeah, it's the first bad comparison that I don't like.
Hey, just think, they're full of corpses that Gizzard likes to swallow.
Good night, everybody. We're done. Bye. Solana, destroy the show.
Oh, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to tune in Friday night as we continue on our journeys with DM Michael through Storm King Slender. And don't forget our friends, including Stumpy from chat at Christy Mysticwater, iPyrite, Alex, and I never remember the others' names because I've only met them a couple of times.
Wednesday. Or Thursday. Don't forget
Oh,
Thursday.
that's right. That's this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that. I nearly forgot. Don't forget this Thursday night. It's 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, right? 5:30 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Is the first episode of
Yeah.
Christy Mysticwater's new talk show on Proficiency Bonus, The Mystic Hour. This Thursday night, she's featuring her hosting with basically I'll call it
Lovely.
the first four females of D&D from Christie's games, which will be Zos and Solana from our Friday night Storm King's Thunder game, and then I can't remember the two and the other two young ladies she plays with in Insight Check. And forgive me, I know Pyrite and Stumpy because I've played with both of them. You haven't let us collect you here at Proficiency Bonus yet, so shame on you. Once we collect you and make you part of the collective,
And
you become
don't
like
worry,
Stumpy from you.
we're gonna have some crowds. So, people in the crowd. So, wait, this way. And I think she might join us, but in the chat.
That's a map.
That's not a map.
That's a map.
That's a gizzard for me.
Oh, that's a gizzard for you.
Yeah.
That's a map for me.
Well, I don't look.
Or it's a T-Rex corpse.
Or it's a T-Rex corpse.
Well, the T-Rex corpse there on Thursday for you, folks. But anyway, as we head out for the night, don't forget, if you find yourself in the slightly romantic mood and feel the need to be a big spoon to someone, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. You'll have a good night.
For friends.
Just wait while I dislocate my jaw a little bit.
Your friends.
Bye.
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 Bye bye.
See you next week, folks.